He's 48.
Yeah. All right. We're live.
What's up, dude?
I don't know. I guess I should do it at the intro correctly.
Yeah, I was like waiting for it.
All right. What's crack-a-lacking? It's your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know so. And Alex, as of the last couple of weeks, we've been doing mock drafts together, what we would do, and we're going to continue that. We're going to put a clock on because we're doing
Finally.
3 rounds. Don't want to get too crazy. But
Wanted to spoil y'all though. It's the final one.
yeah,
It's the
it
final
is.
mock
It
draft
is.
Monday.
It is. I'm gonna do. I don't know what your plans are before the mock or before the draft.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm gonna do a predictive, and then I'm gonna do what I would do because I just know predictive is gonna get a ton of hate, and it's not like
yeah.
I could really come and defend a predictive, be like, yeah, I think it's a crap pick, you
Dude,
know?
yeah, I know. Dude, I asked actually RJ, like my buddy at the 49ers, I asked him for him to do a predictive top 5. And I was pretty surprised because like a lot has changed
Yeah.
compared to what he was saying a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, do you
So
know what was it? It was either late last night or this morning. Trevon Walker turned into the odds-on favorite to go #1.
yeah, the real question is the owner or is the GM or the person who hires the GM gonna have the better say on who's gonna be selected? That's
I
the
don't
real
know.
question.
I think regardless, the Lions are gonna reap the rewards of getting to go
Either
second.
or.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm starting to think Trevon's actually gonna go 2.
Oh, I think Trevon's going 1.
I'm saying like top 2. Like
top 2. Yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm like total. Like I'm just gonna follow the betting odds when it comes to 1. Really am.
I mean, it's not a bad thing to do.
It's not because this draft is so unpredictable.
Dude,
Like
think about that.
it
though.
falls apart at the Panthers pick. I have no idea what do you want a predictive mock? Like it's not too bad the first 5 picks. I think it's within reason. It's pretty easy. But it's when you get to that Panthers pick, like what the hell? Because it doesn't sound like Baker or Jimmy G are gonna get traded beforehand. Sounds like Debo's staying put.
Yeah. Well, the Niners are being
now.
greedy.
Yeah.
Niners being greedy.
At least for now. No 7-round mock. We're doing the 7-round mock tomorrow. I do have a lot of work left to do. You will get a 300 big board. I'll probably shoot that tomorrow.
Ooh.
So, yeah, it's wild. I kind of wrapped it up today as I was like, because now at this point I'm just going through, okay, who do I consider a priority free agent and who do I'm like, if we get him, we get him. So
yeah,
it's I try not to think too hard about it.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, so
how do you want to do this
one?
Do you want to do that? Because we did every other one for the past couple of times, right? Do you want to do it by AFC, NFC so we can actually have a strategy since it's 3 rounds now?
That does make sense.
Because a lot of picks have moved from the AFC and NFC like across from each other. So,
all right. So,
is this gonna be like predictive?
No.
Or do we want to blend it though?
We could blend it. I don't mind.
We can blend it because like I wouldn't take Trevon at 1 or 2, but it's like also at the same time like you're kind of screwing the rest of the mock if you're kind of like doing that,
Yeah. Dude, there's this guy
so
randomly generated is his name in my chat. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, Size World and Joel, dude, I was just talking to you today, bro. All right, man. I guess NFC or AFC.
It's man.
I'll give you the pick since the Dolphins doing a 3-rounder really doesn't matter to Dolphins fans. So
that's true. You know what? I'll go NFC because I want you to pick first. I want you to go with the #1 pick. I want to see how you do it, so then we could go from there.
Man, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, okay, I want you to set the pace.
Cool. Do you want to run the clock or I could.
You can run the clock because I was very silent last time about the actual clock going off. I'd rather you bitch at me. It's your turn.
How many minutes or what do you want on the clock?
Let's do 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's fair. It allows us to also elaborate on why we're doing something.
All right. So I'm gonna be the AFC. I already started running my clock because this is legit. It's either Aiden or it's Walker. It
Exactly.
matters. Is this who I want to go with, or is this gonna be who I think? That's literally it.
Yeah, that's why I want you to set it.
Yeah.
Like, if you
So
think Trevon's going one, then
I really
set the
do. I
precedent.
really do. Just because I'm signing with Vegas on that. But I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
But you know what? I think you know what. You know what? I think I am gonna do that though.
You're gonna go Trevon one?
I think I'm gonna go Trevon. Let's see how this draft pans out that way.
Yep. Well,
Um, and you know
oh,
what? When I do my what I would do mock draft, I could just
yeah.
I won't do it.
Bye 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 Trevon.
Yeah.
But yeah, number two, you don't even need to restart the clock for this one. It's Aiden Hutchinson. It's you just have to go with it at this point. Like you just know he's a top two dude. Guy should have been the Heisman winner, in my opinion. You know,
Hmm.
apart from his arm length, there's not really much to complain about. So it might not be the best at the top of this draft compared to other years, but it doesn't mean that you're not getting some solid ass talent. So yeah, I like Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay. By the way, Greg, I will be doing. I think that's Thursday. I'll release my what I would do mock. It's probably the plan. Predictive mock, I might end up doing coming out Wednesday.
By the way, RJ did not bring up Sauce's name with Houston. He said that they're not very high on him.
Really, that's
Not that they're
interesting.
not very high, but compared to offensive linemen.
That is a name that I think does get tossed around quite a bit with Sauce, just
Yeah.
because I mean it feels like it'd be a fine pick for Lovey.
Mhm.
They need outside corner in the worst way. They don't have talent there.
Yeah.
And then it comes this pick. Honestly, for me, for moi, it's I still like Evan Neal at this pick.
It's a possibility.
But I mean, man, it sounds like everyone and their moms on. You know what? This ain't. I did predict it for the Jaguars. Screw that. I'm gonna do what I want.
Yep.
And I want Evan Neal.
Yeah. That was one of the two names that RJ brought up from. Other ones being Thibs, so or not Thibs, but Icky. So I think that that's a pretty solid move.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those two. I think there's a
Yeah,
good chance.
definitely. The Jets.
The Jets. This
The
one's an
Jets.
easy one for me. I'm going KT.
Yeah.
If it's Joe Douglas's, I don't know. What do you say?
His
It just fits
thing.
what he does. He
His
loves the
thing.
trenches. He loves doing his thing there. I think they're gonna
Yeah.
hope maybe a receiver falls to them at
Mm,
10. And I think
mm,
honestly, it sounds like they're cool with Williams or Wilson. So I think there's a good chance both fall. Have
yeah.
you heard the whole like NFL's not high on Wilson? Is the draft community like he's more of a mid first
I
round?
I haven't heard that. No. I
Okay.
think a lot of
I
people
haven't
like.
heard. I've only heard I heard
Yeah.
that from NFL Stock Exchange, so
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think that everybody's like, it doesn't matter if you sample any group of people, there's going to be people who are high on Garrett and low on Garrett. It's just every player. You can talk about Sauce. There'll be people that are high, low on Sauce. I think it's going to be the same situation. But I do think the NFL is pretty high on Garrett, and I think they view him as wide receiver one in this class almost unanimously. So I'm going to argue with NFLSC on that one. But I will say, RJ brought up he didn't even bring a second option for Kayvon at 4. He said it was Sauce definitively.
I've heard that too.
Like that's pretty insane. I did not expect that from Joe Judge, obviously, and Robert Sala. Also, given the fact that I don't think corner is as premium of a position with the Jets defense as an edge rusher. But if they're gonna go Sauce, they're gonna go Sauce, man.
Yeah.
I
I
tell
mean,
you,
it is one that they don't have like an elite talent there. They have like
I agree.
good parts,
Yeah, you got
but
like Reed,
Reed
but
Hall looked fine last year. But if you could like bring it in competition to the perimeter is just, I think, always the right move.
yeah,
And then actually, Alex in the chat was asking if we were doing predictive or what we would do. We did
hybrid.
honestly. I think we did predictive with pick one,
Yeah,
and we're going from
yeah,
there.
we're doing
That's
a
it.
hybrid because we don't
Yeah.
want to screw the mock draft. Like we want it to be semi-realistic, but obviously you can't predict everything.
Yeah,
So
and I'm a
it's
married
like
man, so I don't want to screw the mock draft.
exactly, exactly. That's very bad. But At number 5, we're allowing trades in this, right?
We'll talk it out.
We'll talk it out because
Yeah.
I mean, I'm considering if I'm the Eagles moving up to pick 6 if I don't take Sauce Gardner here.
All right.
Like,
I'm not gonna. I don't see the Eagles moving up.
I so see it. But if we're gonna say screw that, I'm gonna go Icky here at pick 5. I
All
think
right.
that his
I
versatility,
legit
even
just
as
closed the clock. There we go.
yeah, no, I think Icky's an absolute baller and definitely one of the options for the Giants at 5. Um,
Ballers.
yeah, I mean, he's just too powerful, man. You got to set him there. I mean, he could end up busting out as a tackle. You're still going to have a potential All-Pro guard. I think that versatility alone is going to make him valuable instantly. But I'm still on the clock. Number
This
6.
is the one where it's like, do we
The
talk
Panthers.
trade?
The Panthers are in a shitty situation, just to put it bluntly. Like it's a bad spot for
I
them.
mean, I don't think they could trade out of this pick. I don't think anyone wants to trade out. You know,
It just depends on. I mean, because I was thinking, oh, what if the Vikings want to move up, right? Like they're not in win now mode necessarily. Like they're not built to actually win a Super Bowl yet. That might piss off some Vikings fans, but like Sauce Gardner's here, I think that would be a dream scenario, like personally. But I don't know if you are fine with doing a Vikings trade up. I have seen that. But at the same time, it's like you look at, I mean, what's the cost of, I know that this is going to kind of screw the clock situation. That's why I wanted to
yeah. I
go
mean, we
fast
could
earlier.
discuss a trade though.
Yeah.
Screw the quote. This is literally the
This is a
toughest pick in the
legit.
draft.
Yeah. For me, I would actually, how much does it cost for Kansas City to potentially move up? Because there's not to this pick. I'm just saying, like in the top 10, because I do think that with 12 picks, what the hell are you going to be getting, man? Like, if I swear to God, if Kayvon is here at pick 6, I would not be too surprised to see them try to package a move. Like, you have all the picks in the world and you don't have many needs. You can put Kayvon Thibodeau on the damn Chiefs. I'm just
I mean,
saying.
it's
It's a
I don't
ridiculous idea.
disagree.
It's a ridiculous idea. I'm just throwing a really fun idea out there. But I really do think the Chiefs are going to make a move. They have to.
I don't think
But
it's in the top 10. We don't see a lot of trades into the top 10 once the draft is normally underway. And I
yeah,
think if we do, it's probably at that 8 pick.
yeah. I think honestly, this is just a screwed position, man. It just really isn't a good spot. So I think that the Vikings are the only team that would probably have the balls to trade up if it's not going to be the Eagles. Oh, actually, what if the Chargers wanted to move up for Cross? You don't think that we tried that last time? You didn't
Yeah,
like
I
that.
know that they're kind of like, hey, we got
You got like one
a
shot.
window
Man.
with this rookie contract that Herbert's
Yeah.
on, but
Yeah.
I feel like they already kind of did their thing with Khalil Mack. They're just gonna kind of probably let the draft fall to them.
Okay. Well, given the Wonderlic score, I'm going to use that as my evidence to go with where I would rather go with this franchise, and I'm just going to take Malik Willis. Just screw it, dude.
Yeah,
Screw it.
you just
I
don't
don't
want
think
me trading up with the Steelers.
that's one factor, yes. But but number 2, I do think they're dead set on a quarterback. I'm going to blend that in. Obviously, if it's a solely what I would do pick, I'm just going to say invest in your offensive line and wait next year, wait a year after. But Malik Willis is
They really wanted to play with the Eagles trade up. It's just like I
dude.
just don't see it, man.
It works. You can do a 1 in a 2 and maybe a 1, 2, 3, and you can get up there, and then you could trade back with that next selection and get some picks back. I love that idea. Something Howie could do, but for the sake of time, we're gonna not do that. But this is gonna be Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
I just fit Wink's system. Like that's a dream draft for the Giants. It's either Neil or Icky and then Sauce. I'm still on the board too.
Yeah, and I think with you picking Malik, I think that takes away the any trade down.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not really a solid trade option here
Like
for
who's training up for what, you know?
yeah.
It's like,
You know what? I'm thinking that the Falcons are trying to build unique talents on their roster, guys that you can't get every single year. And
like
I'm
Marcus
projecting
Mariota.
yes. So I think they're going to suck like next year and they're going to have a top pick. And that pick's either going to be a quarterback. So hopefully they're the worst and it ends up being a quarterback. Or worst case scenario, which I just dropped a 2023 mock, they go interior
Saw
defensive
that.
line with Jalen Carter. Yeah.
Dude,
Had to
I
have a
do
little bit
like
of fun
Jalen
there.
Carter.
In one position that I think they could get a real freaky talent at who doesn't need to produce right away, can get back to health, is safety with Kyle Hamilton. It's a unique one. But if you actually want to swing for the fences and get your unicorn players, this draft isn't built for unicorns. It's not. You can do that or Derek Stingley at this pick and have him sit a year and be fully healthy. And I want to throw a little bit of a crazy one out there. I'm going to go Kyle Hamilton. He's still number 10 guy on my board, and definitely somebody where if he reaches his potential, he definitely could be the best player in the class.
All right.
I'm still on the board
Okay.
too. Jesus.
Yeah. I'm gonna put this out here. I don't think this pick's cross. I don't think Seahawks
Really?
would go cross.
Then I'm willing to do a
If
trade
it's
back.
Neil or Cam, I'm gonna tell you, this is probably where I'm gonna go with my predictive.
Yeah.
Jordan Davis.
I can't see that.
I
Derek Stingley's on the board, dude.
I know Derek
That's
Stingley's
that's a
on. That's the
Seahawk.
only thing that's kind of like,
Yeah,
ooh.
that's a Seahawk.
But
That's a guy I have the trigger on right now. Like I'm ready to press Derek Stingley Jr.
but I can't like Trevor Sigma said this, and I wholeheartedly agree. Because
Mm.
going back to like Derek Brown went in the top 10.
Yep.
Jordan Davis is much better. I wasn't even that high on Derek Brown. I actually liked
Yeah.
Javon Kinlaw.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I definitely think Jordan Davis. I was thinking Jordan Davis at pick 8, but I was bringing up my Jalen Carter argument
that's a.
to
I
get
was gonna
out of
say
it.
that's another. That's
Yeah,
another one I see. So like,
that's what
yeah,
I was doing. Yeah,
I think that's probably yeah. Derek Stingley kind of does throw a ball into it, but yeah, I think
yeah,
Jordan Davis. I think he's
he
gonna
could
go
be.
before 14.
Agreed.
It just
I totally agree.
it's really pick and where, and if it
Yeah.
honestly like looking at it, like I was like the only place I could really think of was Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, just again, pick 8. If the Falcons really know they're going to suck that badly, then you can go Jordan Davis and just say, "Hey, I'm going to have pick 1 next year." Then you have
Yeah.
a real freak talent. But
So
I was just going with high upside there. I'm going to go Derek Stingley at this pick, though. I do
yeah.
feel like he is a Seahawk, and again, if you're going to swing for the fences like Seattle should, I mean, I think that's the best case scenario. I don't think next year's class is that great in terms of legit supreme talents at corner. We'll see.
Yeah,
But
it's interesting at corner. Like there's a lot of
what's his name? Like Jalen Jones from Texas A&M. I like him.
yeah.
Yeah.
He played corner or safe or
Yeah.
wow, slot primarily, I think.
Yeah. But he's 6'2", 200,
Yeah.
man.
I
Like
think he's going to
that
be
guy.
guy that I don't think he's going to test out like great. Hey
We'll see.
Max from Germany. On a side note,
Go
go
Jets.
ahead and like the stream.
Yeah, definitely.
The Jets. All right. So both receivers fall to me here. I wouldn't mind playing with the idea of Jameson Williams, because he's been talked about as like if it's
Mm,
Wilson's not the top guy, it's gonna be Williams.
yeah.
And everyone and their moms like tweeting out like, "Oh, look at him doing
Mm,
warm ups. Watch out, he might be ready earlier than you think." But
yeah.
I'm gonna go with Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I love Garrett Wilson. I will say there is a lot of merit to the Jameson Williams debate
Yeah.
because of the fact that they're just so invested in Tyreek. But I mean, you can't just say like they're 1-to-1. It's not Jameson to Tyreek. But yeah, that game breaking speed, Garrett Wilson at 4.38, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
ooh, you're missing out on like 0.05 seconds of a 40, even though Garrett Wilson still beats that threshold. But number 11 with Washington, I'm still stuck on this one. I hear the NFL is a little bit lower on Drake London, but Washington is actually probably one of the teams that would reach on him. A lot of like I've gotten some confirmation that Washington is pretty high on Drake London, and that seems like a pretty solid fit given the guys on the board. I think he's the only guy that I'd be probably willing to take.
That's what Connor Rogers said too.
Yeah, it
Last
just
night.
makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So much sense.
So why not Williams then? That's probably the only.
Well, you have to, if you're really going to want to build around Carson, if you think Carson, obviously we probably don't think Carson is a legit franchise quarterback, but he has a chance to be. If you want him to reach that potential, you have to cater to him. And you've seen that his favorite target over the past few years has been a
Big
larger
boys.
target who can actually go up and get it, solid enough after the catch with Michael
Alshon
Pittman as
Jeffrey.
well. Yep, Alshon Jeffrey, Michael Pittman, Drake London
He's
next
not
in
even
that
in the league
category.
anymore, is he?
I don't know if
Dude,
Alshon's no.
he like
Yeah,
quietly just
he just
left. He
disappeared. Yeah,
bounced.
yeah. So I think that's the best option for him. And I know a lot of people in the league actually have Burks over Drake London, but at the same time, it only takes one. You know that actually the NFL is really low on Tutu Atwell. They had him as like a late fourth,
That's
but the Rams were the only ones who just loved him to death. It's kind of crazy.
that's
So I
wild.
guess,
I
yeah,
was I oh
I hated him.
gosh. Yeah, me
I
too.
hated him because I literally asked
Sure
him
he's a
like, dude,
nice guy.
yeah, yeah. But I literally asked RJ, I was like, dude, if the NFL was into Tutu in the second round, how is there any hype for Calvin Austin in the late first as this crazy sleeper? And he said, hell no. So I was like, okay, thank fuck for that. Regardless, at this
Oh,
pick,
did you see what my Calvin Austin comp was?
what was
I
it?
know you'll love it.
What is it?
Dre Archer.
Oh, piss off.
And I said, dude,
No,
no, like legit, like coming
dude.
into as a prospect,
Oh, man.
not NFL career.
Okay. Okay. I got you. Oh, okay. So at this pick,
This one's
I
tough.
think I don't think it is. Oh, actually, shit. I want to entertain the idea of the Chargers moving up here, man. Dude, Charles Cross is still on the board. By the way, RJ said all three tackles will be off by pick 10. So I think that the NFL is
Now,
not low
did
on him.
he? I'm gonna question which three.
Oh, he definitely knows as Charles Cross, Ike
Not
Ekwonu.
Pennon.
No, no, they don't. The NFL's not even that high on Penning. Like everybody knows he can't start year one.
Yeah.
But
Now, Alex in the chat here, he's like, "Oh, you know, he's better than Dre Archer. Archer was a good prospect coming in. He just didn't have a good NFL career.
Dree was fun, dude.
Dree, whatever.
I miss Dree Archer, man. Like just I used him in Madden Mobile because they had him actually like as like a 98 speed running back, and I was like, oh my god, dude. Like that was Nirvana for me. Just have him on a wheel route and just toast the linebacker every time. But I want to check the value of this trade up. Yes, I will continue without
Dang,
the
Micro
What's up?
Mike's up in the chat. What's up, bro? I love you, Micro Mike.
Yes.
That was one of the
So the
funnest
okay,
times I had with another guy.
really,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah.
So it's a 250.
You're good
It's
too.
250
You're not
gap.
bad.
Thanks, honey. It's a 250 gap. So the Chargers would have to give up pick 79. They would possibly have to give up maybe a next year fourth
So
as
they
well
won't be picking in the
until the
top
fourth.
100.
Yes, but what do they actually need? Like they need a
Because
tackle,
also
right?
keep in mind, if
Maybe
they
wide
do
receiver.
this, they're moving him to right tackle. And I
Yes,
get it that he's a good pass protector, but I think he's a long way away in terms of run blocking. Just because he
yeah.
didn't do a lot of pro style rushing
But I mean,
concepts.
you have the AFC, so I'm waiting on your approval here. But I'm wanting to trade back with the Minnesota Vikings with the Chargers for a third and a next year fourth,
Yeah,
as well as
I
second.
think the Chargers I really think they're just gonna sit.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
sorry.
Well, with this pick, I am going to be selecting Jordan Davis out of Georgia, having
I thought
somebody
you
to be
might
a
go that
freak
way.
talent. Yeah. No, I love Jordan Davis to Minnesota. Just guys can be a freak talent for there. I mean, obviously, Rams coach coming from Aaron Donald, you want to have that unique talent. Zadarius Smith there too. You're gonna have a freak like Danielle Hunter, Jordan Davis. Like, yes, sign me up for that.
Yeah.
You're on the clock.
Quick, John. James Cook, third round. That almost feels like a for certain.
It could be. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it's
Scheme
not, then
specific.
it's early fourth.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
I think Jameson Williams would have been another interesting thought there in Minnesota, and that's what I was kind of scared of. But I do know you really like Jordan Davis for the
Yeah.
Vikings.
Williams
So
is.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I like that.
continue with my strat, and for the Texans, I'm going Jameson Williams. I'm getting
All right.
all of Bryce Young's favorite people.
I mean, that makes sense, but I highly doubt that the Texans are the ones who will eventually pick him. I really doubt that.
Yeah, I do too. But
I
this
think
is
that's the
this is the
Falcons.
part of this mock where it's like I don't care.
Yeah,
This is me
that's
now. I drafted for the dude. I did a hell of a job for the Texans last night, by the way.
you did.
Yeah, I traded back. I had traded back because the receivers started flying off the board before my pick 13. So I was like, well,
Yeah.
this sucks. And I had to settle on Karloftis at 22, which wasn't bad. But I ended up
Mm.
getting like Trey McBride.
Yeah.
I got Leo Chanel because I knew no one else was gonna be high on him. I got him late.
Okay.
Nick Cross. I grabbed I didn't really get a chance to address the perimeter. I got Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
But oh, and I ended up getting oh yeah, my other linebacker was Brian Asamoah because I ended up having all these picks from trading
That's fun.
down. But
Damn.
I'm trying to think who was because I got Joshua Williams in the fourth
I
because
love Josh Williams.
yeah, all the corners were starting to fly off, and I was like, man, I couldn't
Oh.
really address the perimeter, so I was either picking like Dubs or Williams. That was kind of what I was left with. I was like, okay, it is what it is. But this pick's Jermaine Johnson. That's why I kind of just started talking. I already knew where I was going.
I like Jermaine at that spot. With the
Yeah.
Philadelphia
Oh
Eagles,
my gosh, where is he on this big board?
he's
32. Wow.
Jermaine Johnson's 32 on the predictive.
Yeah, he
Oh, he's on the
on
on
the
the
PFF.
PFF. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like I get why PFF's lower on him because
Yeah.
a lot of his pressures and sacks came like post 3 seconds after the snap, so he
Mm,
kind of has that Dante Fowler stank on it.
I got you. I'm checking out a potential trade at this spot.
Jordan Davis is a better prospect than Javon Kinlaw.
So
Javon Kinlaw was raw with a lot of upside, and I bought into it.
yeah. I'm checking. So with the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm actually willing to trade this pick to the Pittsburgh Steelers since Charles Cross is on the board. I don't think that Dan Moore is the long-term option. And I know that I'll probably be able to get somebody who I like at that spot. So for me, oh, to be honest, oh God, I know I have to do RJ right by actually drafting a wide receiver here. Fuck it. I'm going to go Chris Olave. They brought him in for a top 30 visit. They've never drafted a wide receiver in the first round that was not in their top 30 visits. I would rather go Traylon Burks, but at the same time, you got to keep realistic. But I really like that idea of getting Charles Cross
Yeah,
for the Steelers there.
I do understand that. That's kind of the popular
Yeah.
pick there too.
Well, I mean, this is an easy one, right? Fuck it. Charles Cross. All of a sudden, great tackle, falls to 16.
Hey, good players fall in the draft, man.
They do. You're up at 17.
All right, I'm not gonna do the Chargers dirty because I always been doing Trevor Penning because it just feels like it's gonna happen. So I'll probably avoid that. I like the idea of if I'm sticking with this pick, I want my trade down, but I don't know who's trading up. Like I don't think anyone's trading up.
I'm trying to see somebody that they would trade up for.
I mean, well, looking at the board at how it is right now, like looking at my big board, it's like there's no one I'm like smashing my hand on the table like I need this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Trent McDuffie, a guy who
son of a biscuit
can play
bastard
on the in the slot. He can play on the outside. He's got a lot of versatility to him. And guess what? In Brandon Staley's defense, the slot's kind of important. So much so, Jalen Ramsey played a lot of slot the last couple of years. So,
God, screw you, dude.
Oh, sweet. Alex brought up who I drafted last night. Good look, Alex. So Evan Neal, I moved back, got George Karloftis, Kenneth Walker, Trey McBride, Leo Chanel, Nick Cross, Sam Williams, Brian Asamoah, and Luke Fortner. That's a hell of a draft.
You took Kenneth at the wait, is that the back end of the second?
Yeah, back end.
Okay.
No one was touching him. And I was trying to trade up because I was like, there's no way he falls to me. There's no way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I felt bad that I was trading up for a running back because you know me, man.
Yeah, I know.
I was killing myself.
Dude, I hate that I just got Chris Olave for the Eagles. It just guts me, dude. It really does. This pick with the Eagles, I want to trade back because I know that they want to target a corner. and I'm not ready to pull the trigger on Kyer Elam here because I know the NFL is not very high on Kyer, like maybe like a late first material. And I know that Traylon Burks is on the board, and a lot of teams actually kind of like Traylon Burks in like the top half of the draft. So I want to potentially call the Cardinals or the Chiefs.
Yeah, you don't think Packers?
If I'm the Eagles, I don't want to fuel the Packers, but I'd actually rather only see Traylon Burks in a
But you're gonna
random
fuel Kyler
game.
Murray?
I was about to say, like, I'd rather see them in either the Super Bowl or a random game with the Chiefs than in the regular season / the championship game.
Yeah.
So I want to potentially make a trade with the Chiefs because they have 12 picks.
Yeah.
And I
They
think
do
the
have a
Eagles
lot of
can
picks.
capitalize on that. So I want to look at the value of this because, like, obviously this will speed up in time, but 29 is 640 points compared to 900. That is what, a 260 difference. And that is approximately worth that late second round pick. So for 29 and 62, I think that's fair. What do you think?
I feel like I'm trading for a receiver for the
I'm just
same
looking at the
price of like a
value.
Devontae Adams.
You're not wrong. That's the thing. You're not. Well, I mean, you are wrong because obviously pick 22 is worth like, what, like
Yeah.
worth like a third round pick more than pick 29. But I mean, I totally know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, you get
You
you
know what I
get the
mean? Yeah.
sentiment.
Of course, that was you trade for Devontae Adams plus $30 million a year. Like it does
I
cost.
mean,
Like
that's
that's
worth
another
it,
big
bro.
factor. Oh, no, I totally agree. But like the question is, what wide receiver would you trade that for?
Because I
DK?
kind of got the wide receiver in mind that I'm going for the Chiefs.
Well, it's probably Christian Watson
It's not.
or George Pickens. It's one of the two.
It's
I'm just thinking,
Pickens.
like, my idea is that in reality, the Chiefs will probably try to trade up because there's no reason in hell that they want all
I
those
do
picks.
like trading in front of the Packers since both their picks are in front of me.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you get in front of the Packers as well, which is Super Bowl contender. And then you get the guy who would probably make them the best.
Oh man, this trade would like. Oh,
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Definitely because personally, if I'm just gonna make a gut call here, I would go Kyrie Elam. But I kind of want to trade back to make
yeah.
that more
Because if I'm
possible.
trading up, it's gonna be wonky because I don't think I'm gonna be going with Burks if that's the case.
Really?
I think I would end up going with Pickens because I really think that's
Pickens at
no. I would be
18?
going with Pick. I'd be going with Burks.
Yeah,
Me
you go. Yeah,
personally.
you'd definitely be going with Burks at that point.
Uh,
Which, to be
okay. If
fair,
I
though,
give you a second, you want to give me your fourth at 124?
let me see the value of that.
Yeah,
It's
let's see.
48 points. Let's see. That's actually almost equal. So, sure, why not? Look at that. Great negotiating by Hoshmo. Actually, could we make it the fifth? It's not going to accept the thing on this. Make it a fifth
I mean,
because it is.
it accepted it for me.
Fuck you too, man.
I mean, we're not going to the fifth, so
That's true. So we'll blur the lines there. But would you want? You can now pick
I
from.
will take Treylon Burks though. I will go with the immense upside.
There you
I
go.
think Pickens is a bit more well put together early on than Burks. He also has the experience on the outside.
Oh my god. Do I just totally piss off everybody here? Okay, so at this pick, I know a lot of people have Sam Howell as their second or third quarterback on their board in the NFL. He also, I didn't he score the highest next to, well, not technically second highest to Bailey Zappi on the Wonderlic.
Oh, I didn't look at Wonderlic.
Yeah, dude. Kenny Pickett did terribly. He
Did
was
he
second.
really?
He was second lowest. Matt Corral got 15. Kenny Pickett got a 19 or like an 18. And then Desi got a 19.
Oh,
That's
that's
okay.
wild.
Yeah. Sam Howell got a 34. Malik Willis got a 32. I don't know how much value, how much stock you actually put into a Wonderlic test, obviously, because, tape speaks for itself.
Yeah.
But Sam Howell would be a good project to have on the team. I don't really see a wide receiver I'm comfortable with taking here. I don't think any of them are worth it. I don't think I just would rather trade back. But I also know that that's not likely. But I also know Kenny Pickett is going to be going in the first. And we all know the NFL is stupid when it comes to
Yeah,
quarterbacks.
man. I'm so confused with Kenny Pickett. Like if he doesn't go to
Like he'd probably go to Pittsburgh in this case.
I think if
Like
he doesn't go to Carolina, I don't know if he goes in the first. I just don't
that's
know.
the weirdest thing in the world, isn't it? It's just like, where does he go if he doesn't go at 6? And it's like, that's like the craziest question I've ever heard. It's like, what if he just doesn't go at 6? He's just not going to go for another, what, 26 picks at least. Some crazy shit. But you know what? I have a weird feeling like Sam Howell's the forgotten man.
He is, and
He
I
is.
bet you he goes in the second.
I know. Like,
Stupid.
but people have, like, I have, like RJ says, there's guys who have him as QB2 on their board. And we know the value of quarterback in this class, man. And he can sit a year, and the wide receivers aren't good. Oh, I've talked myself into it. Sam
Do it.
Howell,
Do it.
quarterback,
Follow
North
your heart,
Carolina.
man.
We're gonna do it. Yep.
What's that song? Follow your heart. Something like that. Or listen to
I
your
just have a
heart.
weird
There you
feeling.
go.
I just have a really weird feeling that Sam Howell's gonna make a surprise appearance because he's just so young too.
Yeah, he's the youngest quarterback in this class.
By
He's
a
one of the youngest
good margin.
prospects.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it's not gonna make people happy, but that's okay.
Since when did NFL teams want to make their fans happy?
That is a fair point.
As a Dolphins fan, I could tell you. All right,
Yeah,
so I'm actually stuck between two players here with the Steelers. 3 technically, but I don't think I'm taking safety this early. Y'all brought back Edmonds on a 1 year. I was
yeah,
thinking sign or scene.
yeah. Oh, really?
I think he's the flavor opposed to I feel like Daxton Hill's too similar to Minka.
I feel like Brisker's more of Pittsburgh's cup of tea. If they were gonna want
Yeah,
him,
but
they'd probably trade back though.
that's a guy you could move up in the second round for.
Yeah, I would like. I'll just put it this way: if Kansas City hadn't traded up to 18 and the Steelers were dead set on Jaquan, it's probably something they could do is trade back there.
Yeah. So the other two options here, I think Devontae Wyatt, who's the guy that can play right now, make a big difference on that front seven. And then I'm legit thinking Trevor Pennon, man. He comes in, he's immediately a good run blocker, which Najee, he doesn't, not since Alabama. To be fair, that was all of what, a year ago. Has he known what a good run blocking offensive line looks like? I'm not sold on Dan Moore. You know how I feel about Dan Moore.
Yes, but are you sold on Trevor? Where do you have Trevor Penning on your board?
22.
How?
Because the upside.
He let up 7.8% pressure rate because he just lets dudes.
Yeah, I know. He's
right
as a
into his
pass
chest.
blocker, he's not there yet. And
He
guess what?
sucks.
If Mitch Trubisky's my quarterback, I'm not going to be passing a lot anyway.
You know that Austin Gale talked about Tyler Smith being a legit option for the Steelers. Like
Yeah,
they're
I mean,
pretty
he's
high
not
on
that
him.
far down for me. He's at 33.
And that's a monster run blocker as well with pass rushing upside.
Yes. But the thing is, Trevor Pennon is, in terms of an athlete, much better.
I honestly don't like. I mean,
think
obviously,
he's
you
much
look at the
better.
numbers. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But when you look at him, his anchor is so shit that honestly it doesn't really mean much if you're a
A
great
lot of
athlete.
that's
You
because
get
he
moved
plays
off the
high,
spot.
though. It's a
But
tall,
he's tall.
it's a tall person problem.
He's a tall
I'm
dude.
sitting here
Man.
like 5'8", 5'9" on a good day, so I wouldn't know. But
I think we're both in that boat.
you know what? I think it pisses you off enough. I'm gonna do it.
Oh God. I mean, the thing is, it wouldn't be that out of the
Yeah, I think he
feasibility.
goes in the top 20, dude. If he goes in the top 10, I won't be surprised. The NFL they're gonna love a guy with that mentality.
Yeah.
Big sigh.
Ah,
All right, the New England Patriots. This one's always weird. Because I'm never really in love with a lot of the options. And this might be actually, the two guys I'm looking at here, because it goes back to the whole listen to my heart thing. Well, one, Leo Chanel. I think that's picture perfect fit. The other one would probably be actually you could throw Devontae Wyatt in there as well, but I think the other one I'm seriously thinking of would be Zion Johnson because they
Yeah.
like to take their shots
Mm,
on offensive line throughout the whole draft, and it works out pretty well for them.
I see
So
that.
yeah, so those are probably the three guys I'm looking at. And to be fair with Devontae Wyatt, I think more so New England, they'd be looking for maybe a nose. Not to say
Mhm.
Wyatt can't play that, but
I wouldn't.
um, I
I
don't.
wouldn't put them.
Yeah, I don't think he's um like he can play powerful. It's just he chooses not to. It's something he needs to add, at least in terms of as a pass rusher. But golly, this is tough. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of leaning Zion. That's kind of where I'm
Yeah.
going. Um, I do like Chanel a lot. Both are kind of like secondary value positions, though.
It's true.
Um, and dude, it's just man, like Shaq Mason leaves such a big hole.
I would say the timer should go on in the second round because these are like big decisions that set up
Yeah,
the rest.
I think I'm gonna go with Zion Johnson. It's just for me, it's a safe pick. It's
Yeah,
just a safe pick.
I like that. Also, I'd probably look at him at 22. So
Y'all,
I
yeah,
get,
I do that a lot for the Packers.
yeah. This is gonna be a weird one, man. Traylon Burks is off the board, so that kind of oofs everything. But
I
for
think
me,
I was gonna say like for me, I typically go wide receiver at 28 for the Packers because it's always the top 5 receivers are always off the board by this pick.
I know. Well, like the thing that makes me concerned is how much of an influence does Aaron actually have on this?
You would
Because
think a lot if he decided to come like, hey,
yeah,
I will play for you next year. I'm not gonna
yes.
go host Jeopardy.
Let's play this idea out. Let's just say I pass on wide receiver at 22. I
Which is
know
fair.
that
I think that's fair.
it's a possibility. The Cardinals damn well might draft one at 23 because they're right now on their hands and knees for Kyler Murray. That's just the way it is. You don't want to piss off your little child that you're going to be paying 50 mil a year. And George Pickens
Can't
seems like
believe
a
you just
great
did
target at
Kyler Murray
23.
that way.
I mean, it's true. I love Kyler Murray, and I just think that he's similarly emotional to a lot of other hotheads in the league, and that's okay as long as you appease them. You have to do that through drafting the right guys. I think that George Pickens would be a good target for that team. That's why I'm saying this pick, I'm going to be going out on a limb and going George Pickens.
Okay, that's
He's a
fair.
true X build. You don't need, well, you do need him to produce immediately, but at the same time, he's probably going to be the best impact role that you're looking for.
Do you think maturity is going to be an issue for him?
No, I don't think that's going to be like a big problem. I think Aaron will put him in line pretty quick. But at this spot, this is going to be George Karlaftis. Edge rusher is still obviously a pretty big vacancy without Chandler Jones there. And without a potential X body, like at that point, now you actually have a legitimate reason to tell Kyler Murray, like, hey, we don't have your next AJ Green. Like, at least let us get this guy. So I like that one personally. Obviously, I have George Karlaftis at number 5 on my big board. Like, I'm a huge fan of him, but that's just the way it rolls. For the Cowboys, though, I mean, it's down to Kenyon Green or Tyler Smith for me. And I just think that with how much time they spent with Kenyon Green, it just seems like they kind of just love him. So I'm going to rock with Kenyon Green and allow you to make the number 25th overall pick.
Yeah. You're. This is gonna be funny, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate because it's not
You're going
gonna
to
be
take
Andrew Booth. This pick should be Andrew Booth.
it, should be, but we
It
all know
should
the
be.
NFL doesn't like him.
Yeah, I think the NFL likes him a bit more than I actually personally I think they like him more than I like him. I think
Where'd you have
I
him?
I think I here, let me go look. Uh
He's number 48 on my board.
oh yeah, I like him more than that. Where are you at? I got him 37.
Okay. It's not that much higher, but yeah.
Yeah. No, no. I think they like him enough to go with him in the first round.
Yeah.
Like this back end. But straight up, you know what what do you think would help Josh Allen the most?
I think a running back. You're thinking that too, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, this is, and
Oh
I
my
would know.
God.
I personally would do this. See, Gojo hears this and he's ticked off. He's like, this is
Oh
stupid.
God.
I'm gonna take Brees Hall. If any run back goes in the first round, everyone, for
Yeah,
the
it's
most
gonna be.
part, everyone thinks it's Brees Hall.
Yeah.
To be able to lift that burden, to have a very good run game, or at least a running back. I know for me, listen, if you're trying to get a good run game, it starts with the offensive line.
Yep.
But the NFL doesn't always see it that way, as we've seen it so many years before. Running backs
Yep.
sneak into the first round. They just do.
Mm.
And I just don't think that changes. So
I really like Brees Hall
I'm
too.
gonna take it. I like Brees Hall too. Like I get why people have him over Kenneth Walker. I'm kind of a Kenneth
Mm.
Walker stan in that regard,
Yeah,
but
I like him.
it is what
I
it
like him
is.
a lot.
Um
Um, am I? Oh, you're on the
I
board, right?
Yeah, I know what this pick is for me. This is Tyler
Do
Smith.
me. Let's
I do believe
fucking
Tyler
go.
Smith goes in the first round. I think
Let's
the
go.
hype train has come full circle with him, because I thought, him coming out early. I really thought maybe next year he would have been a first rounder, but
Yeah.
just being robbed of essentially robbed of a Senior Bowl, or at least not being eligible for a Senior Bowl, cost him that opportunity. But I'm
Mm.
glad people got back around to him. Um, probably probably not a tackle early. At least put him at guard. And guess what? This is perfect. They have a left guard spot that's
Yeah.
vacant. So
Okay, so I'm projecting how this board's gonna go. I want to project a trade with the Jacksonville Jaguars right now. I want to because I know Tyler Linderbaum's on the board, and I know that the guy who I want to target will probably be there at pick 33. What are your thoughts on that?
my thoughts are, hey guys, I know it's funny that we have 69 likes, but hit the like button.
Exactly. Yeah. We have 301 in the chat.
Oh, yeah, I know, man.
So we got this.
So,
Start boosting my like count.
what were you saying? Because I was thinking of that joke.
Uh, I was offering a trade to the Jacksonville Jaguars for pick 27.
Oh, so they could make a move on Linderbaum.
Yes. I'm looking at the value. It's 580 compared to 680. So it's a 100 difference. And that is pretty much pick 106 as well as a 6th round pick 180. So a fourth and a
I think
sixth.
they're content with Shantley enough to at least sit on this and see if Linderbaum falls.
He's not falling past 31.
What, you're not
You're not
picking
gonna.
for 31, are you?
There's no way you're gonna let Tyler Linderbaum fall past pick 31.
Yeah, I mean, I would make that pick.
Yeah, you would make that pick.
Oh.
And think of the talent drop back at offensive center. Well, that was a weird way of saying it.
And you know what, man? You think maybe that this is where Harbaugh and Balky, maybe they're like, listen, I know I didn't draft the guy you wanted to with the first overall pick.
Do him right with this one.
Let's get you someone that's, hey, you remember, you liked Jason Kelsey, right? You liked him. Let's get Jason Kelsey. I like that. Let's do it.
Well, also I look at it this way. The Buccaneers have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks in the draft, while the freaking Jaguars have what 11. So this at least allows one to reduce its draft capital and get value, and another one to actually have enough pieces to make another run. So you're fine with that trade up?
Yeah. So what is the value?
It's a 146 for pick 27, which is actually technically like almost perfect value.
All right. All right. I'm taking Linderbaum. You're up, bud.
Oh yeah, right. That's on me. My bad. I was like, with this pick, ooh, man, there's actually not that many good dudes on the board that I'm like super enticed with right now.
I mean,
I'm
that's
definitely
why
looking at
you're picking.
Devontae Wyatt though as a potential option.
Oh yeah, definitely play him against next to
Kenny.
Kenny.
Like I definitely like that.
I know that there's a stigma. I don't think what the Packers are among those teams that don't like to take older prospects.
Yeah.
but it's like at the same time, Aaron's your quarterback. You know you're playing in a like for a window, so
Yeah.
getting pro ready players is kind of a necessity.
Yeah. Um, I'm gonna do it. Let's go Devontae Wyatt. Let's go Devontae. I like that. Next with the Eagles, this is where I'm gonna go Kyer Elam. I think that the value drop is good enough. I've heard that there's first round love for Kyer, so that's where we're
Good,
gonna
he
rock.
deserves it.
He does. He does. My number 16 player on the board.
All right. So, what does the board wish I do? A couple of thoughts here. Like Booth's not bad, but they play a lot of press. He didn't play a lot there at Clemson. I mean, a lot of his stuff was off coverage and
Yeah.
zone. Let's see. I think okay, these are the two picks I'm between. Travis
Yeah.
Jones and
Mhm.
Epiketti. And it's basically it's the same thing. Just get in some forces of nature on the defensive line.
I think that they go edge though over interior defensive
Edge is
line.
more valuable, and they're literally. I just have Travis Jones one spot ahead of Epiketti, so it's not that bad. Oh, I haven't even picked Kyrie Elam yet for the Eagles.
Oh God, love that one.
That would have been funky. Let's do that. Yeah. All right, I'll go with Epiketti.
Okay, let's rock it. Arnold Epiketti. So what are you gonna do for this pick?
All right. So Linderbaum off the board. Uh, let's see. I have done Logan Hall a ton because I think there's a chance he goes in the first round. I'm not gonna
Really?
do that. I'll save that for a predictive mock and have them get all pissy at me.
Yeah.
I don't mind taking the first linebacker off the board here. Honestly,
Dude, we've had some linebackers fall, man.
all of them.
Yeah. Like, we had some dudes, legit dudes fall.
Yeah, and also, I mean, Booth is here. Booth is actually that's very entertaining.
Well, this is where like the guys who shouldn't go in round one have a potential sneaking.
Yeah, and like probably the people I'm thinking of here is probably like any of the linebackers. Honestly, Lloyd,
Yeah.
Chanel is probably not going to go in the first, so probably
He's
not even
he's
play with
not.
that idea.
Yeah.
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 But maybe we could maybe see safety, Hill or Scene. We could
I can see
see.
that.
I think Booth is probably who I'm leaning towards. Travis Jones is so interesting because I know that how much they love their defensive line depth, but I think they
Mhm.
maybe try to go there in the second.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
can see
I'll
that.
go ahead and grab Booth.
Okay, this is where Booth sneaks into the end. So at pick 32, we know we gotta make this realistic. Some team has to get Kenny Pickett, right? Like it
Oh
can't be
no,
the Lions. I'm not gonna do
no.
the Lions. Like, for fuck's sake. Like if the NFL is that high on him, oh my God. Like this is a shitty situation, man. I don't like this. You know what? Screw it. We've thought that guys will go in the first. We've said that we've known that they've gone the first. They slipped to the second. Drew Lock was supposed to be a top 10 pick. He ended up falling to the second round. Drew
He
Lock was
was
better than Kenny Pickett.
he I mm,
He at
mm.
least had a strong arm and was young.
Yes, a strong arm. Again, I always bring up. I forgot. It's been
Missing the
so
check
long,
down.
but yeah, not even missing just the 10-yard overthrow on a guy in the flats. Threw it
Yeah.
into the stands. Threw it to the fans. Like
Oh
I
my
would.
God.
And the thing is, I'm not completely positive if he was just trying to throw it away.
Yeah.
But
In retrospect, it might have been a
yeah.
purposeful throw. Yeah.
But there was also no defenders around the guy, so I was like,
True. It's true.
it was a really funny thing though. Like
Yeah.
that was a real weird draft.
It was a very weird draft. But similar to what happened with the Drew Lock situation, we're going to be going a linebacker where a quarterback should have gone. So we're going to go Devin Lloyd, getting a true Mike to just actually command that defense.
All
I think
right,
it's a
you're
good
gonna be
start.
on a run here in the second round, or at least with the
Oh yeah.
Bucks and Lions.
Yeah, we're gonna go Travis Jones. I was crossing my fingers looking at the camera, hoping you wouldn't take him for the Bengals or the Chiefs. And yeah, I've heard some first round love for him, which makes sense. Again,
Yeah, and it's not
that's like
like there's all right guys later in the draft on the interior. It's not great, but
I think I have Travis Jones as my interior defensive lineman too. Like it's like one spot before Wyatt, solely because I think that Wyatt is a little bit more. You can get someone similar to him every year, like a guy who's an extremely solid pass rusher. Not there's nothing super duper unique about him. He's not like a one of one. While Travis Jones is 328 pounds at 13% body
yeah.
fat, can just club dudes. Like he could be different. That's why I have him higher. But his grade was lower. Don't know what to think about that. But pick 34. I think that this is going to be a good spot. Hell, do I just go Kobe Dean here just to say screw it? No, I'm going to go Lewis Cine.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm going to go
say
Lewis.
it sounds like the Lions are actually really like their linebacking group.
Yeah, yeah. Devin Lloyd, Lewis Cine. That's a way to end off their picks.
All right. So this is me for the Jets.
It is.
And the last pick was Lewis Cine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This one's interesting. So KT, and then I went Garrett Wilson. I don't think I need to go Bernhard Ryman. That's probably not the spot I want to take him at. Linebacker, interesting. I don't know if
Yeah.
Dean would be the guy.
No.
So if they don't go Dean, then the next linebacker up would probably be, honestly, because Asamoah is kind of in a similar boat. So it'd
Yeah.
probably be Walker.
Ooh.
But
You wouldn't think Chanel might be a fit?
I love Chanel. But I've
Yeah.
kind of accepted that. I think Dean. I think Chanel is probably like the fifth or sixth linebacker off the board at best in the
I could see
NFL
that
right now.
happening. He seems a little scheme specific with his skill set in the NFL.
Yeah, just in case, because you really don't know how he's gonna do in coverage. Just because he tests out
Fair.
great, you're really just coming to the conclusion, like, oh yeah, he should be good, or at
You
least
want to
not a
know?
liability.
Yeah, you want to know a weird wild card pick here? I've
Desmond
heard some
Ritter.
rumors about no Kenneth. Jesus Christ, Kenneth Walker, being a compliment back to Michael Carter.
Which doesn't surprise me. And now that you say that, because I got to
It's a,
bank on what the Texans not taking him,
yeah,
or even a team trading up for him.
yeah.
It's not a bad
Because
thought.
you think about it, there's a pretty much solidified top two.
Yeah,
Even I
because
think
then
it's a
yeah,
top
after
two.
that, it for all intents and purposes, it's kind of a crapshoot. Let's do it. Let's run it, Kenneth Walker, because I totally
Wow,
forgot I took Brees Hall the first.
I was like crazy ass idea, and you're just like, you know what? Let's run with it.
Yeah, there's
I think
enough
it's
good linebackers to go
yeah,
that at 38.
yeah. So this pick, I'm I'm hard pressed not to go to Kobe Dean because what they're looking for is somebody who can pass rush as well as cover at linebacker. And I think that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So I think he just fits so well. We're gonna go Kobe Dean to the Giants. It's a kick-ass draft for the Giants, by the way. Icky, Sauce, and Dean, like
That's
hell
correct.
yes. I like that.
All right, the Houston Texans. We have deployed the help. We got Jameson Williams. We got Evan Neal.
Yep.
I would like to look at the defensive side of the football here, but it's not all that great. So I think at this point, I don't mind knowing that this year is kind of a wash. I probably will take a shot on a guy, even if he's not going to be able to play this year. Go
Ooh.
David Ojabo.
I was thinking about potentially calling up with like maybe the Eagles if David Ojabo fell anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. So now I have to choose my linebacker.
Or you could do a tackle, but
Yeah, I don't know, man. Tackle's such a weird spot. If they don't go it early, I don't think they'll
yeah,
go with one until later in the draft.
that's fair.
So let's just go with Quay Walker.
Okay.
I really think he's probably going to go a bit higher than what people
Mm.
think. So
Yeah, I think he's going to be a second round pick. I would say watch out for Troy Anderson being a sneaky guy because
Yeah,
his athleticism, leadership.
yeah, but he's also. I feel like he's a bit of a project right now.
Oh, I agree. I've just been hearing a lot of rumors about him being like the fourth linebacker off the board, which he would be if he gets selected next.
Yeah. All
So
right, you got a little bit of a run, my friend.
I do have a little bit of a run with the Bears.
The
There's a lot of good
Bears.
wide receivers. Yes, the Bears. I think that the best option for them is to get an actual wide receiver one build and keeping it realistic. I know that Justin Fields is a cannon of an arm, and I love this idea. I know there's hype on him to be a potential unique style wide receiver. We're going to Christian Watson out of North Dakota State,
That's about right.
adding some juice. Pick 40. So this would have been honestly David Ojabo. That would have been like my dream pick
Oh
here.
yeah, Seattle.
But
You're just if I'm Seattle,
yeah,
I'm just taking upside.
exactly. And I'm going to continue doing that with Boye Mafe out of Minnesota. Hands down. Like you just have to. Even though he's a little bit older, it doesn't just because his age is older doesn't mean exactly like he's just like an ancient dude. He's still what, like 23, 24 years old.
Yeah, he'll be
And he's just
24 during the season, I think.
yeah, he's just touching his potential as well. So as a player, like his mind is new and he's still developing. So I think that it's a good guy to bring on your roster. Again, worst case scenario, you don't sign him to a second contract, but at least you tried. Have him behind Shelby Harris. Next, though, I think I'm going to go Bernard Ryman here. I don't think they go quarterback. You know, you're taking a shot on a guy who could.
I won't
like
do it. Yeah, I won't do it if I'm Seattle.
what, Bernard or a quarterback?
Quarterback.
Yeah. Like Bernard, at least you're trying. And it's a second round pick. Worst case scenario, he busts out. And it's like, you know what? Again, you tried to just continue developing your offense. And you're getting two developmental linemen here on lines that are not very good. So they can still make an impact and still have a good future for the team. They have good upside.
All right. So if I'm the Colts here, I'm stuck between two receivers, Sky Moore, Jahan Dotson.
Oh, yeah.
And this is very tough because I really like both. They're very close on my board.
Yeah. I have more separation, but I have more separation, but Sky is still number 33 on my board.
Yeah, like Dotson's real good, man. I do worry about the size a little bit. He's gonna be a guy that just can't play physical, and he might end up being a slot guy.
He could be.
I think
definitely.
he does have that high end tube potential. I think you worry about that less with Sky Moore, who played majority of his reps on the outside. He actually's got pretty good release technique. He looked good against Power 5 competition, though that was kind of few and far between because he plays for Western Michigan. But he's not the route runner that Dotson is. And that's not to say Moore's a bad route runner. It's just Dotson's that good.
Yeah, Dotson's on another level.
Yeah.
He also has really good release package. He
Yeah.
graded out as a tied 2 for me in the class.
Yeah. I think I will go with. This is so tough. I think I'll lean. I'm gonna go with Sky Moore.
Okay, that's fine. That makes sense.
That was tough.
Bigger
They
body.
still have Paris Campbell there. You know, just in case Dotson ends up being a guy that can only like really play in the slot.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah. At this point, I mean, if Jahan Dotson's on the board, I don't think the Falcons would ever project him to be. I think you just have to take a shot.
Yeah. Who did they take in the first?
They took Kyle Hamilton. Yeah. So rock it with Jahan.
Yeah, they need receivers.
Yeah, they do.
Insert receiver here.
Insert receiver. Dude, Kenny Pickett's still on the board. Oh.
I mean, who's drafting? Like him. Like
no.
That's not the Panthers.
I know.
He might when's the Panthers' next pick? That's where he might come off the board.
Oh my god.
Oh
man.
All right. So this one's a little tougher.
Yeah.
Because now you're dealing with that next tier of defensive interior players. So it's a little more tricky.
There's so many good safeties on the board.
There are.
I'm not saying for the Browns. I just saw
it's a shame that's really not a big issue for them. I mean, they could just honestly, they could just go like Best player available.
What about
We saw
linebacker?
like a run on linebackers. Not too big of one though.
Yeah, you got Anderson and Chanel on the board,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, because
Tyndall.
that I would be looking for the guys that are a bit more physical. Because ultimately this pick comes to like a run stuffer, whether that's on the defensive interior or maybe at the linebacker spot. So I think I'll go with Chanel here, man. Like for me,
Yeah, yeah.
he's the top guy on my board. If this is me, I'm running the pick.
I'm a big fan of that one.
All right, we got the Baltimore Ravens. I did Jermaine Johnson. They didn't bring back Taven Young, who was
Hmm.
primarily their slot guy. They
Yeah,
also lost Sean Elliott, so I think Jalen Pitre would be a very nice pick here. A guy that could play the slot, play in the box. That's the thing with Daxton Hill. I don't think he's playing in the box. Like he's more so like people are like, oh, he plays physical. It's like he throws his body around.
yeah. Oh, dude,
So
Dax is still on the board too.
yeah,
Holy
this is kind of a
crap,
nice
man!
pick for the for the
Holy
Vikings.
smoke, man! So wait, what are you taking?
I took Pitry.
You took Petrie. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm looking for more of a physical guy.
Okay. What do you like? What grade do you think I gave Petrie? Like, where do you think he ranks in terms of his grading compared to the rest of the class in general,
Like
like the
where's he
entire
on your
class?
big board?
Not where is he on my big board. I'm saying like if you look at only the grading scale, like where would he rank?
Only the gradient scale.
Yeah.
I imagine you probably have him somewhere in the 30s. I think that's about. You have him higher?
I on my big board I have him at 34, but I'm
34
talking about like base grading.
base grading. Where would you have
Yeah.
been base grading wise?
Number 6 overall.
That's wild.
I
That's
fell in love with him.
wild.
Granted, of course,
He's a hell of a
like
football player. I mean, I don't mind it.
he's just so like I love his instincts, man. I saw Tyron Matthew when I was looking at him. I was just such a big
See,
fan,
that's
and
the
he's
thing with
such a
those
good
Baylor
athlete.
cats, dude. They got instincts. Like you can
Yes,
say the
and they're
same thing
smooth.
about JT Woods. Like
Like,
the dude
yeah,
literally plays like he's a receiver. Like
yeah.
it's wild.
Well, I'll say this. So I'm looking at my grading scale right now, and speed, change of direction, and instincts, all of which he's pretty much top tier. That's worth 35 points. It's worth 35% of the grading. That's a pretty significant margin that he instantly checks off. So, and then obviously you got injury mentality and stuff like that that can help boost it. So almost half of the grading scale is pretty much weighted towards favoring Pitry, but he graded out as an 82. He graded out as a blue chip, but he's just at a position that doesn't matter simply
So are
compared
you
to
taking
the top
Daxton
ones.
here for Minnesota?
No, I'm gonna take Jaquan. I love Jaquan. I love them equally. They're both like pretty damn. They're like 40 and 42 on my board. I just think that going Jaquan
Oh
Brisker would
wow,
be the better move in the long run.
I didn't
But of course,
expect
I'm gonna
Daxton
take
to go
Dax Hill
this.
here. So
Oh, for the Vikings or for
for Commanders,
Washington? Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I
that
don't
makes
think
sense. Yeah.
it's
I
like
was literally just about to say, dude, I can't believe he fell this far. I mean, that's what
it's
happens
ridiculous.
on the draft, dude. Good players
It
fall.
is. It's ridiculous. Like it just doesn't make sense. But we're still here. Um, oh man, at this pick with the Bears, though, I mean, I'm hard pressed not to try to target like a corner like Kyler Gordon at this point. I really do think that wouldn't be a bad selection.
It's not.
Interior defensive line wouldn't be terrible either with Perry on Winfrey because I obviously know they bust out. Like, did they bring back Larry Ogunjobi? Did he pass another physical?
No, he's still considered a free agent.
RIP. I know that guard spot definitely could be open, but I'm actually going to totally screw over potentially the Chiefs and the Packers, which this was going to be my pick. Abraham Lucas, because I know they're going to move Borum into guard. I know that you did this last time
Oh,
as well.
they moved Borum to left tackle and Jenkins to right.
Right tackle?
Yeah.
Okay, scratch that. I'm going to be going Sean Ryan out of UCLA to play that guard spot. That makes me feel so much happier. Dude, I was like, why the hell would you put Tevin Jenkins at left tackle? So yeah, I slipped up on that one. I've been gone
Oh no,
for a
you're
couple.
good. I didn't know either until a couple of days ago. I was like, "What?
Yeah,
That's really?" I mean, to be fair,
that's even better.
this is like very early. Like what?
Yeah.
I don't even. What do they call these? Like it's not like OTAs or anything. Like
we're in like preliminary camp shit.
Yeah.
Like it's like it doesn't even matter. But yeah, I like Sean Ryan there. Tackle versatility as well in case Borum doesn't work out at left tackle. And then I just love him as a guard. He's just gonna be a day one plug at guard when since James Daniels is gone. I also don't think the starting guard depth is good enough in the class. I think
Yeah.
that role players are excellent. Like you still have guys like Thyre Mumford who are going to be down the line who are going to be excellent sixth and seventh offensive linemen.
Yeah. The
But
thing with Ryan, like
mm,
they were like during the pro day,
yeah,
like they were asking the UCLA coaching staff, Chip Kelly and whatnot. It's like, okay, so because Chip Kelly, okay, to be fair, may not have been successful in the NFL. He has NFL experience. And
yeah,
they were asking, it was like, okay, so do you see Sean Ryan as, a tackle in the NFL? It's like, oh hell no, this dude's a guard. It's just
yeah,
you could get away
straight
with it.
up.
Like he's so talented, you could get away with that in college football. And I was like,
Yeah,
okay, that's sick.
yep, yep. So I definitely think he's a pure guard, and I think that the Bears would be very wise to pick up a man of that size and that movement ability at 48. So I'm still on the board though, right?
Yeah, you had this nice, pretty run.
I do. I think Alec Pierce is going to be the guy here. There's some love in the NFL going around for Alec Pierce. I do think he's going to be a second round wide receiver. He's like, I mean, when you look at it, the Saints' next pick, they're not going to be able to have a selection of wide receivers.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
give
him or
that
Tolbert.
vertical threat on the outside's nice.
Yeah.
They don't really have that.
Oh, this fell really nicely for the Chiefs as well, in my opinion, because of one guy. One guy.
Yeah, I do like the idea of Abraham Lucas a ton here, just because I don't believe in Lucas Naeem.
Yeah.
Let me
Make
look
it free.
at who is on the board.
I was more so referencing Gordon and Woolen. Well, I know you don't like Woolen, but
I don't.
honestly,
Not at this point.
not this high. Not
like,
this point.
and to be fair,
Yeah.
he's like only at like what, maybe like 20 spots lower, which like
Yeah.
I don't mind taking that guy here.
Yeah. But like Kyler's
22.
on the board too, though.
But I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of corners here, but it's like I could probably wait till the Chiefs' second pick in the second
We traded
round,
it
right?
to the Eagles. We traded it to the
Oh,
Eagles.
son of a gun, dude.
I wanted to remind you of that. That's why I was bringing that up.
Ah, that's a good call. That's a good
Yeah.
call. Who did I take? I took Arnold Ebiketie. I took Burks.
Yep.
Do I still do I just keep pumping this offense up? Is that what I do?
With who? Oh, you're talking about Abraham.
Yeah, Abraham Lucas.
Oh, sorry, caught me off guard.
Which honestly, that's a good transition for him. He stays on the right side, though. I could think he could play in the left. I thought he looked good at Senior Bowl at the left.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that's
Not a bad
I
idea.
think that's what I might end up doing.
I wouldn't mind it. I would just be worried about Chavarius Ward being gone.
Yeah, I mean they got Fenton back. I think they have Sneed.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the other alternative here is going maybe McCreary, like for that slot. Maybe you could play on the outside, but at that point, I'd rather maybe just take like I kind of question Gordon how he will be in like press situations. Like I didn't think he looked that great at Washington. Like at that, there was a lot of good tape of him, huh?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Where do you have Martin Emerson? Because that's someone who's a lot better built for press.
He's more of in the third round. I do like him a lot, but he's also like going to be a zone guy. To be fair, he played so much off coverage at Mississippi State, and it's just like he's got 33 like inch and then some arms. Like he has to be like he has to be a press guy, right?
Exactly.
You got to imagine. We just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So I actually think oh gosh, I think I just talked myself into Kyler Gordon. Because he is also versatile enough to play in the slot, because he had to play in the slot during the second half of the season when I always forget his name. It's like Bradley Riles something.
Bradley. Oh shoot.
Yeah, it came from Oklahoma.
Yeah, I know you're talking. Yeah. You're gonna go Kyler?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Kyler. I think he's gonna go probably also a lot higher than this.
That's a smart move, man. I like that actually. With this pick for the Eagles, I think, man, we could target linebacker here for sure.
Yeah, I know, DD, that the Chiefs believe in Naeem. I know. That's why I stated I don't.
Dude, I'm gonna potentially go Nick Bonito here. I think he's scheme
Oh,
specific,
they
and I
just
think
got
he's
Hassan Reddick.
no. That's what I'm saying. I think that that is somebody who can develop him over time. I'm not gonna pull the trigger on it yet, but I definitely want to throw that idea out there.
Who are
Um,
your other picks for Eagles?
the Eagles, they got Chris Olave as well as Kyrie Elam. I might go Chad Muma here. Safety, I mean, safety's not exactly. Did they fill that second safety position?
Dude, Honey Badger is legit still a free agent.
Oh my god, that is so terrible. Um, who are the safeties right now? I'm bugging. So potentially Honey Badger, and then what? I'm tripping.
No, they got Harris.
Oh yeah, they got Anthony Harris back.
Yeah.
I'm considering a Nick Cross at this point, dude. I'm considering getting a developmental safety. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't think he's developmental.
Yeah,
As
apparently,
long
like
as you
I was
play him away from the
the line of scrimmage.
scrimmage.
Yeah.
He honestly he I think he's a bit more Andre Cisco. That's why I really like honed in on this
Mm,
guy. So you know how
I see
Andre
that.
Cisco was like that risk reward but legit ball
Yep.
skills. I think Nick Cross is very similar in that aspect, and that's why I really like him.
Honey Badger. Oh my god, he'd be so
Oh
good.
yeah, they got
4-3
Kavon
4.
Wallace and Marcus
Yeah,
Epps.
they got
Wallace though,
Marcus
he's a
Epps,
guy
right?
that also like he's kind of like their dime corner.
Oh, dude, well, who would you pick in this situation? I mean, like I'm looking at it.
Oh,
I'm
my
not a fan.
friend, dude. I
I'm
I
not a fan.
honestly might go linebacker
I know. I
just
might
because there's
just pull
so
the
many
trigger on
good ones
Mooms.
on the board.
Like Muma and Anderson
Yeah,
might be the way that
you're
I'm
not
looking.
wrong about Nick Cross. It's not like he's far down, but I do have 1, 2, 3 linebackers ahead of him. So
As do I, but I have so many more linebackers that'll be available at pick 62. I'm gonna go Nick Cross. Also, you take him away from the Steelers because I assume you would at least consider Nick Cross as a
no, you're not gonna
potential.
like this pick.
Is it gonna be Kenny?
It's gonna be Desmond.
Okay.
Oh crap!
Honest,
I forgot to make your pick. All
it's
right. Well,
fine.
I gotta.
It's
Yeah, I
fine.
gotta make that trade. Who did you take anyway? I forgot.
I
Or
took
Nick
Nick
Cross.
Nick
That's right. How
Cross.
can I
Yeah.
forget Nick Cross?
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't even grade it anyways. It's not like you're gonna screw the grading
That's
system.
right. Oh yeah, I can't
But
go back and trade prior picks either, huh?
yeah,
Oh well. For y'all at home, it's Eagles took Nick Cross and
mhm.
Steelers took Desmond Ritter. This is what I
Yes.
get. I'm trying to keep up. I got like a the Draft Network mock up right now,
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
so because I got my big board on there, because that's what I'm going to use for my top 300 big board. Because I don't want to do any more Photoshop this week.
Okay. So
So
for
like
this,
I'm just like pulling people off that, so I can like keep track of like, okay, who's the next guys I have up, who's off. Okay.
yeah. For this pick, I'm going to be going Abraham Lucas. The Packers brought him in on a top 30 visit, and that way you can keep Elton Jenkins at guard.
Yeah.
That
Or
is,
or worst case scenario, he's depth if injuries come up.
yeah, and it works as well in that one. And since you said he looked pretty good at left tackle, Bakhtiari never
Yeah.
is healthy, anyways.
All right. So I
There
did
you go.
Zion for the Packers in
Yes,
the first round. Linebacker, like Moon was interesting, but I think honestly, I think Christian Harris is more of the build they probably want to look at.
I agree.
Looking around, like the next, like let's look at these interior
Nice.
guys.
There. Dude, I felt like Joe Biden for a second. I was like looking around. I was like, where the fuck is this?
Yeah, you better watch out with that political stuff on this channel, man.
Oh, no disrespect. No disrespect. It was just funny with all the memes with him like looking everywhere.
Dude, last night I was talking about Brandon Smith being one of my potential picks. I just saw like a couple of guys were like, "Let's go, Brandon." I was like, "Oh,
Oh
geez,
my,
please, guys, stop!"
I
I,
know.
I get enough hate for like freaking football takes. Let's not bring politics in this bull crap, dude.
I thought that you might have accidentally said, let's go Brandon at this pick, and people like lost it on you in the comments
I
section.
know, dude. It's like, guys,
Oh my God.
what the hell? Am I not allowed to say anything?
Jesus, dude.
Oh, jeez, that'd be so funny.
Oh man.
I feel like people wouldn't be happy with with the Christian Harris pick here. It's just I don't think Brian Asamoah, he's got the length that I kind of want. It's just
Mhm.
he doesn't have the physicality. I don't really worry about that with Harris. It's just Harris needs a little fine tuning. Um, I mean, I know they brought Devontae Parker, but like I'm not turning my head away from like Jalen Tolbert.
Mm.
But I think I'll probably just settle on Christian Harris. The dude's got a lot of
Okay.
upside. Dude's people are like, oh, he's undersized. He's like what 229, but like the dude's a rock. Like a lot of that is pure muscle. I
So
will
we're
say he
going,
is
yeah,
well built.
yeah.
Yeah, Troy
Christian.
Anderson was also a thought there too, actually.
Mm, I get that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cardinals. At this pick, I'm considering Tariq Woolen because you kind of just can't get much worse. Um, Also, I do think that somebody like John Mechie wouldn't be a bad option to be able to put in the slot there for you. But didn't John Mechie only get like, oh, wait, no, that was the Jaguars who had one top 30 visit as a wide receiver, and it was John Mechie.
Yeah. So I got a option for you.
What's up?
So what if I propose a trade down?
With who?
The Bengals.
Honestly, there's not many great scenarios at the moment, which I would say like would be worth more than that. But I don't know, dude. Honestly, given the potential of Tariq Woolen at this point, I don't think I could pass it up, man. Because worst case, like I could see two teams going corner after this and then kind of being hosed at that next spot.
Hey man, follow your heart, dude. I was just
We're gonna do it.
proposing it.
I know. I like the proposed idea. So I'm gonna go Tariq Woolen here again, 6'4", 4'2", 640. You just don't make that up. You just have to do it.
All right, you got the Cowboys, my friend.
Cowboys. I think edge rusher should be in the equation. Same thing with linebacker. I mean, I know you brought LVE back, but it's a 1-year deal and he hasn't really worked out so far, anyways. So I think Chad Muma would be a good option here. But without Randy Gregory, I'm really hard pressed not to go after an edge rusher. So I'm going to go Drake Jackson here at a USC. Physical freak. You have good veteran presence around him.
Yeah, Drake Jackson's really good
Yeah. And
when he's
given how
on.
he, yeah, with given that, like, obviously you probably want Micah to be more of a pass rusher, Drake Jackson's inexperience will allow those subsets for Micah to actually pass rush more.
All right, so for me here, I'm considering uh I am considering corner with Cam Taylor Britt as the guy
Ooh.
that I'm honing in
Okay.
on because he's got a little versatility to him in terms of body type and um, early on in his career he played a lot in the box. And I mean I just love that car crash type of like violence he brings to the position coming downhill.
He's
And
good.
yeah, and then the other two, it would be offensive line,
Mm.
and it's Dylan Parham, who I think could probably play guard early, or it'd be Luke. I think it's Godek for
Oh,
Central
Luke Gadecki.
Michigan. Yeah,
Yeah.
who I just worry about injuries with. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
So
What about Zach Tom?
I don't have him this high. I mean,
You're right.
I really feel like he's center only. Like
I kind of like him as a left tackle. I don't like him as a center,
I
dude.
don't
I
know
didn't
if
like his
I
power.
don't think he could hold up size wise at tackle. Like I legit have questions. I know he's got great tape. Like I think what he like Jermaine Johnson, he almost shut down. But it's like how confident can he do that in the NFL? Like
I'm checking how much Charles Cross weighed at the combine.
here I can pull that up.
Well, I'm waiting on NFL.com to pull it up for me.
307.
So Charles Cross is an inch taller and weighs 3 pounds more than Zach Tom.
Okay, tell me Zach Tom's length.
I have no idea. That's something I don't know.
Okay. I will.
What is Zach Tom's length actually?
It
Because he
is
initiated a lot of contact.
it's 33 and a quarter inch.
That's
which
good.
it's not bad. It meets the
Yeah.
threshold, opposed to Charles Cross, who's got 34. Which,
Yeah. I mean, total. I mean, obviously, I know what you're coming at because a lot of people think that Zach Tom's only a center, but
yeah,
I mean,
that's
we
just
have,
where I'm at with it.
yeah.
Because
I
and
mean,
it's for me, it's an easier pill to swallow that he started his career off at center
mm,
and played really well.
well, what role would Zach Tom play for the Bills? Like hypothetically, let's just say it gets you.
He would be center.
Yeah,
Because I think they got their guys in Dion
Deion
Dawkins and
Dawkins,
Spencer Brown.
Spencer Brown. Yeah,
And that's why I'm more willing to go with Parham, who could maybe be the heir apparent for Mitch Morris, but in the meantime, he could play guard.
yeah, that's
Uh,
fair.
and you know what? I think that's the.
They just signed him to a 3 year.
I just think. How do you say his last name? Luke
Gadecki.
Gadecki. Wow, freaking names, dude.
I know, right?
He's way more physical. That's the
Luke
thing,
Gadecki's a
dude.
beast.
And for the Bills, that's
He's
kind
a
of like
beast.
that's what they go for.
Yeah, no, he's a beast. I do like him.
I think I'll go with Godecki, dude.
Okay. Go Decky.
Let's see if he lists him. Yeah, they list him as tackle. I don't think
Yeah.
he's got. I think he's got like 32.5-inch arms, so I don't think he's playing there.
Yeah, he's definitely playing it.
Yeah, he doesn't have that rare,
Yeah.
rare athleticism to play tackle despite his arm length.
Oh yeah. For the Falcons here, I mean, I'm hard pressed not to go quarterback, even though I
Side
don't
note,
want
I gotta
to.
say this real quick.
Say it.
All right. Yeah, I'm live all 3 days for the draft, like I have been the last 2 years. I just had to say it.
That's great, man. Very proud of you. I could see a linebacker being this pick as well. Like quarterback, linebacker. I know that the Falcons are high on Pickett. That's the thing that really guts me. It really pisses me off because I don't want to go Kenny Pickett here.
Is he the
But
only
we do have
quarterback left?
He and Matt Corral, but Matt Corral also just tested 15 on the Wonderlic, and he had his questions elsewhere. Like,
I was like, what do you mean elsewhere? What
like
did they come in and like they were in German and he was filling this out? Like, what the hell?
No.
I see what you're saying. I got you.
Yeah. I hate this because it's not a pick that I want to do, but I also think that it at least gives you a chance. It's a second round pick on a quarterback too. I'm gonna go Kenny.
Yeah, that's not bad.
You have to at a certain point.
Yeah, it matters. And to be fair, like I think it also matters more that like, hey, this is he's playing in a dome.
Yeah,
you don't have to worry about weather. And for me, that's kind of a big issue because
yeah, Mr. Hands.
Yep. You got the next 4 picks, my friend.
I do. I'm considering linebacker here. I'm thinking, who are the linebackers? I know that they brought back Devondre Campbell on a 550, but
yeah, I think outside of that, it's like, don't think I like what's his name, Oren Burks or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna be actually going a linebacker here. Then I'm gonna go Chad Muma. I think that I mean, obviously he's from up north too in Wyoming, but definitely brings the size, brings the speed, and you don't need him to be your number one.
Got Chris Barnes, but I think he got beat up.
Yeah, it's not going to stop me either. So I'm going to go Chad Muma.
Has been on that team forever. Well, they got Isaiah McDuffie, dude. You remember him from Boston College?
BC guy from like 6th round. Yeah. Yeah. I think Chad Muma is better than Isaiah McDuffie, but I like Isaiah McDuffie as a role player for sure.
Yeah.
I really love that pick. I gave it, I think, an A or an A+. Big fan of that one. But I am still on the clock, and man, the board did not fall the way I wanted it to. So with this pick,
welcome to the draft.
Amen to that. I'm gonna go Cole Strange out of Chattanooga.
Pick first. Oh, Travis Jones. That's right.
Yeah,
Cole Strange sounds good.
I'm gonna go Cole Strange. I think that he definitely could be in this realm. And for the Niners, I'm gonna go Dylan Parham.
Oh,
I think
dude, hold on.
That value is ridiculous.
Trying to play catch up, dude, on 2 different screens.
Oh my. So yeah, I went Chad Muma, Cole Strange, Dylan Parham. You could have switched it back around, but I think Cole Strange fits what the Buccaneers are looking for a little bit more. But I'm still on the board too. And this pick, this Oh man, I'm tempted to pull the trigger on Channing Tindall here versus Troy Anderson. And I just have no idea who I want. I'm gonna go Troy Anderson. I am. I think he deserves this pick. Really solid leader. Um, Former quarterback as well, ran like a 4.42. And I love his ability overall. Really good in coverage. So locking him
Yeah,
in.
and he doesn't have to start right away.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm the Bengals. I think this is actually really good. This is the value I have for Logan Hall. I feel
Ooh.
good about Logan Hall at this part of the draft for
Okay.
the Bengals, because he's much different than what they currently have in was it BJ Hill and DJ Reader. Like, he's not going to be playing the nose, obviously, not at his size, but he could play that 3 tech, 5 tech. Uh,
Okay.
I like that. So
I was gonna bring up Trey McBride.
yeah, I think I. Well, now I don't. Well, actually, I can look at this big board and
To be
see what's
fair,
the difference. To be fair,
the gap between tight ends is not as much as maybe
yeah,
interior defensive
it's
linemen.
it's literally like it's a 2 spot difference on my big board, so it's not that.
Yeah.
For me, it's not that big of a deal. Maybe they really like Drew Sample. I know they brought in Hayden Hurst, so it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this might be more valuable in terms of what does that DT5 snap wise.
Mhm.
Like, Ogajobi had five almost 600 snaps. I think it was like
Yeah.
550 or something. So,
Yeah. So you're going Logan?
yeah. Now I got to figure out the Denver Broncos. Um,
Dude.
I guess there's Asamoah. There's oh, they brought in a slot already, but I also don't mind going. Maybe McCreary could play on the outside. What other corners do they have there? I mean, honestly, Cam Taylor Britt would be a fun, like,
It'd be intriguing.
yeah, but they don't really have a guy that can, like Justin
Yeah.
Simmons is fine, like, playing
Yeah.
deep, but also I think he's very valuable when you can move him around.
What do
But
you think about Trey here?
oh, shucks, what am I think? Yeah, dude, that's
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
I forgot.
I know.
Noah Fant's not a thing anymore, is he?
Yeah. That's what I was like, dude. Like, you got
Oh
Albert
man.
Okwa Igbenam.
Oh,
That's
dude,
pretty much it.
I remember trying to say that name, and you
Oh.
know how I am with names. Ugh,
Yup. Just say
it
Alberto.
was terrible. Yeah, Alberto was literally the go-to.
Yep.
All right, Jacksonville Jaguars. Trade up for Linderbaum, and we snag Trevon Walker. That's right.
Ooh.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah,
Sorry, give me a
ah.
sec. I'm choking on my own pick. Because he's girthy, 240 or 272, man. Oh gosh, why did I say
Choking on
that?
your pick.
All right, so
Love that.
Brian Asamoah is a thought because getting linebacker is key
Yep.
here. Maybe going in on a Jalen Tolbert's not a bad idea.
I can see that.
Because I mean, to be fair, I feel like they got a lot of slot guys and not many that can play on the outside.
Did they bring him in for a visit? Is
I
that
don't.
something like Balky's drafted only like 7 wide receivers in like 12 drafts he's done? Something
Oh
crazy like that.
gosh,
Some crazy statistic like that. So it's
that
ridiculous.
is crazy. I think I will go Tolbert though.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, because they
I was
got
kind of
Kirk
hoping.
there. They got Marvin Jones. Sounds like
Yeah.
Chenault might be on the move. So
Oh, yeah. You definitely need to get Tolbert then. For this pick, it's kind of creepy that Matt Corral's still here, but you know what? It's the third
the
round,
NFL
and
draft, dude.
it's true. It's the third round, and you're getting a guy who needs a year to develop and get more comfortable, but his arm talent is there. You see him fit into tight windows,
Kind
and
of
he has the
skill.
mobility. So, again, pick 66. If you take a quarterback, I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter if he works out or not, but I'm still on the board.
Yes,
Woot
yes.
woot. I think that, I mean, with Kadarius Tony on the move, potentially, Calvin Austin could be a weird target here. I would not mind that. I like Calvin Austin a lot, though, so that's my problem. But I also see Kirby Joseph is here, and I know that 2 safeties have departed from New York this offseason. I do think that's a legitimate need. Oh, edge rushers here too. Man, there's so many ways I can go with this pick. It's kind of driving me nuts. What are your thoughts on it?
Ooh. You already took your linebacker and well, Dean,
I
that was a
know.
hell of a pick.
Yeah.
Uh, jeez
Like the
Louise.
you can go
And who were
edge.
your first two? It was
Sauce and Icky.
yeah, maybe Edge might be the
Like,
other thought.
yeah, I'm thinking edge might be a good move here. But I'm looking at it like when's their next pick, by the way? 81. I think there's still gonna be a dude there, even if it's Josh Pascal. I'm gonna go Kirby Joseph here, man. I know you lost two safeties in the
Okay,
offseason.
I was gonna bring up one more name,
Yeah, bring it up.
the Beef Jergens,
I do like him a
because I
lot.
think they is it was it Feliciano or however you say his name.
Feliciano was brought in to potentially play
Play
center.
center. Ooh.
Yeah. But they also still have Nick Gates there, right? Or is it Nick
Did he
Harris? I
have
don't
like
know.
a really bad injury?
He did, but that also will give him a year to get over it.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, it's a great suggestion.
Yeah,
But I would
I just thought
honestly,
I'd bring it up.
yeah, I like Cam Jurgens a lot, but honestly, I'd rather go like Luke Fortner round four.
Yeah, I like
If
Fortner a
I
lot. That's actually one of the guys I keep for the Dolphins. Him and Zach
yeah,
Tom.
yeah, I like both of those. I'm gonna go Kirby Joseph here though. Again, the opportunity cost, the next best safety on my books is Brian Cook, and
Mm-hmm.
that's a big drop off, in my opinion.
All right, let's grab a safety. This Texans pick, I'm actually gonna go Cam Taylor Britt. I'm gonna
That's a
get that
brilliant pick.
corner. Yeah, even and if he doesn't end up at corner, guess what their safeties are next year?
Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah,
you're gonna be
exactly.
set.
It's
I
Eric
like
Murray
him too.
and Terrence Brooks. There is no
Ah,
long-term
yeah,
option there.
yeah.
All right, so Cam Taylor. The Jets. Oh, let me remember. What did I do? KT, Garrett, Quay, and Kenneth. That's actually pretty freaking good. So,
Oh yeah, I
all
like
right.
Martin Emerson.
That's the name I was thinking of, actually. That was the
Yeah.
name I was thinking of. And I just wanted to like go through everyone else. Honestly, more
Can
linebacker help ain't bad either.
can I throw
But
one name? Zach Tom. Center's still not answered,
they have
and left tackle
Connor
could be.
McGovern. He's not bad, dude.
Well, I'm saying it's not answered.
It's not answered, but I don't think it necessarily. I would question tackle before I question center right now.
Yeah, I
Which
guess you're the
honestly,
one
I
that.
mean, technically, I guess Zach Tom. Technically, I mean,
Yeah,
depending on how
yeah,
you view him.
yeah. That's why I was bringing it up because he can play center, but you could also play
Yeah,
tackle.
I think honestly, I think I'm gonna go with Emerson.
I still love it, man. I have him higher than Zach Tom on my board, anyways. Dude, you're on a little run here.
Yeah, about time.
True.
Jags. So I did Tolbert. Um, here, let me go to the Jags roster real quick.
Yeah.
Jags.
What do you think about Dolchich or Woods here?
Um, Woods.
Jelani.
Jelani. Oh, tight end. I don't think Trevor Lawrence cares about his tight ends.
It's kind of true. It is kind of true. But do you think Doug Peterson cares about his tight ends?
Which is that's also fair to bring up. They what do they have? They have Arnold there right now.
Yeah.
Oh, they brought in okay Evan Ingram, but hey.
You're right. You're right. Actually, I would pull the necessity out of the equation with Evan Ingram there.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking. This was like the first thought that came to mind was Perry on Winfrey.
Didn't they just bring
Um,
in Foley Fatukasi?
yeah, that's a big boy.
I know.
It's a big boy. I'm looking for my penetrator.
Ah,
And also the other name is Asamoah.
Brandon Smith.
I honestly don't think he goes day 2. I like him, but
Really?
I'm pretty confident the NFL doesn't. They
Oof.
look at him and he's like, he's such a project. It's like, but he's like legit. He just started playing a traditional linebacker role, and
I get that.
they might not like his nature. He's very hesitant
I get
when
that.
it comes to physicality.
Yeah,
against bigger guys. Like he didn't have that problem when he was coming down on wide receivers. Suddenly they turn into tight ends and offensive linemen, and it's like, oh, this is scary.
it's true. It's true.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
just think that's the type of like mentality the NFL just despises. So I think he's gonna
yeah.
fall. Um, actually,
Actually, okay, we kind of kiss goodbye to that 2 minute
I'm
timer.
going
This
Channing
draft day,
Tindall.
I like that. Yeah, I was gonna recommend that
Yeah,
one,
I'm gonna bring in
but
one hell bad as a pass rusher.
dude,
But just what he can do sideline to sideline, just this dude's so freaking explosive.
I love that. For the Bears, I'm gonna go Perry on Winfrey. Interior defensive line was
You mother trucker.
communicated as a need. Yeah, I mean that I'm just gonna be honest. It is a legit position in need, and they tried to fill it, and then they failed to fill it. So, getting an amazing pass rushing talent doesn't seem like a terrible option. Now, for the Seahawks, I wanted to go Channing Tindall here, but instead, I think Brian Asamoah wouldn't be a bad option. I mean, again, it's just BPA
Yeah,
and
moving
linebacker
Brooks to
to
Mike.
Mike. Yep. Brooks to Mike, Asamoah to what? Will or is he Sam? I would probably say Will.
I think he could play
But
either or, but
yeah,
just given that he's again just a guy that's not physical by nature, you're probably playing
yeah,
him at the will.
yeah. So I definitely like taking a shot right there.
Yeah. So Asamoah.
Asamoah, my number 23, or I think now he's like 25 on my board. Ouch.
All
I love it.
right. So I went what wide receiver? I took Sky Moore.
You did.
We saw they brought in Gilmore. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Um, Matt Corral left.
He did. He
Yeah,
bye bye.
Tata Matt Corral.
Ta-ta.
All right, let's take a look. Tackles. There's like Deitch. I heard Deitch pronounced a different way. I think it was Brent Coleman.
Yeah. He said Daesh, or is it? Well, I heard it's everybody says Deesh now.
I
I
think
was
it's
originally like
Deesh.
Daesh.
I think it's
Yeah.
Deesh. Um, I don't think that's a bad thought, but it would really suck if he ends up being a guard. It wouldn't suck that bad. They
Yeah.
lost Glowinski, so it's not
Well,
like it's that bad.
dude, he's 6'7" and like sub 300. Compared, I mean, if we're
Well,
talking
no,
about
he
Zach
just I
Tom
think he
being,
broke 300 at the Shrine Bowl.
but
But
if we're talking about Zach Tom,
he's also got sub 33-inch arms.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you
he's
got
good. He's good. He's a good hand fighter. So it's like he's got very
yeah.
active hands. So he kind of makes up for it in that regard. So like I'm not gonna lie, I don't think corners off the table.
I don't think so either. That would be my top option. But
And
I
like
also love
Roger
Nicholas
McCreary
Reaper.
falling this far.
Yeah.
And I mean I know they got Kenny Moore and all, but
Who says no to corner depth? As Austin Gale says, you're pretty
yeah.
much going to be spread out to four corners. If you can't have those, then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
You're going to get picked
Who's
apart.
their other edge out there?
They have Yannick. They also have
Oh,
Dio
they did bring
Odenbo,
in
and
Yannick, did they? And
they
they
have
have
Quiddy Pay.
Quiddy Pay. There we go.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm opposed to going that route though. Again, just going back, like the guys I have top on the board, like dude, Nick Benito, man, golly, man,
He's really good.
He is, and it's like,
I don't know. I'm fully sold on
I
Roger
feel
McCreary
like,
at this point, though.
yeah, I like Creary a lot too, but you're like.
Tight end's another option, though.
Yeah.
You still have Greg Dulcich on the board. And you
Yeah, I
have
don't think I'm jumping
two
for
backups.
joy if I'm drafting a tight end for the Colts.
That's fair. There's also good enough depth to pass
Yeah.
on it now.
Yeah, and honestly, Yannick, even if this stay for Yannick is just what 10, like he's got one more year left on his deal. I feel I think I could probably go with edge later because it's just so deep. So I'll go with McCreary.
You're gonna go McCreary?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, wow, I haven't addressed edge yet for the. Okay, well, this is gonna be Nick Benito.
Yeah.
I love how like I talk you out of a pick. Well, mainly I was genuine when I was talking about Roger McCreary. Like I think that
I mean I had McCreary higher on my board than Benito,
Yeah.
and like
same.
again, like I like Benito coming in, I would really think I'm
You got to play
grabbing
the long game
someone
with
to
him.
be the heir apparent to
Yeah.
Yannick rather than
Hmm.
it being Yannick's final destination. But I'd really,
Yep.
you gotta really think, like if like Yannick's not a bad player, you gotta think he's got to
No,
find a team he's gonna stay with longer than just a half a season or a year.
they gave up a
Eventually,
corner for him too when they didn't really
to be
have
fair,
the luxury.
they didn't really like Rocky as sin. They kind of gave up on him halfway through last season.
Yeah. Dude, I still remember that was the first draft. I was like following mock drafts, right? And I remember seeing Rocky Sin mock to the Steelers, and I was just like puking my guts out.
Yeah,
I wanted DeAndre Baker, and obviously that didn't pan out very well, but
yeah.
neither of
See,
them did really do
that's
well.
just the thing with Benito, man. Teams aren't going to be sold necessarily on like because he can't do
Yeah.
anything power wise. Like play strength
Yeah.
ain't there, length
Hmm.
ain't there. It's like
Yep.
he's a finesse rusher through and through. He may be a good one, but he's very like he might be going somewhere that's like may want to use him a bit more in coverage. The dude does have
Yeah.
almost 300 coverage snaps throughout his career, so.
Hmm. Indeed. You are on the board for a double.
Yes, 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 I am. Shoot, man, at this point,
There's some good players on the board,
there's a
man.
lot of good players.
There's some
That's
good dudes.
the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Uh, I wish there was a tackle here. I would really love maybe to put at right tackle. Like Nicholas Petit Frere, I think is just he starts guard early. That's the thing.
Really? I don't think so.
I think he's got the frame. It's just like there's a lot he needs to work technique wise.
I don't know if I fully agree with that. I'll say this. I actually rewatched this tape today because I was like, man, I'm higher on him than a lot of people. I fell back in love with him, man. He is one powerful ass guy in the run game. That's for sure. As a pass protector, he needs some work.
Oh, dude, he's got
But
great size, great power, great length.
yeah,
It's just like you, if again going back to the Michigan game, I know it was easily his
oh
worst tape of the year, but it's like he is a guy that like if he starts losing early, then expect him to
yeah,
lose the rest of the game. Like
yeah, definitely.
and yeah, I think with his feet, he does like he's quick. It's just
Mhm.
he how would you say this? He
I
doesn't
don't know if he's stable. He might be quick, but he might
yeah,
not be stable. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like he might have too
Like
light of feet. But I'll say this: it is a third round. Like, we're gonna be honest, it's the third round. We're not drafting the top 15 here.
yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Put my case in for my number 54 overall player.
Yeah, I think I actually might end up going in this. I don't think it's strange. I'm gonna go with Kingsley and Agbari.
It's not a bad pick at all.
Yeah, because
Super developmental
I
too.
was thinking about Sam Williams, but I wanted to. I was thinking more physicality, more violence, because I feel like Randy Gregory, he's gonna be coming
Yeah,
in kind of that fly off the edge type of guy, maybe stand up.
yeah.
And honestly, I kind of prefer Sam Williams in that as that type of pass rusher. What up,
I
Chrome? One
dude,
second.
I have a suggestion. I really kind of like this fit, and you're probably not. That's why I just want to bring it up before you
Oh,
make a
I didn't
pick.
even make the pick yet on here.
Oh,
Go on.
dude. But for the Ravens, Zion McCollum.
Oh, as like
Good
a
depth.
project.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah. I know you wouldn't. I just want to bring it up because I really do think that'd be very intriguing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you,
Mm,
nor to anyone. I'm a very truthful person. I think this is the spot I take Nicholas Petit Frere
I like
as
that as well.
my I, not he's not a project per se, but maybe like more of a developmental guy.
Yeah.
And just in case we see Ronnie Stanley go down
Yep.
more times than not, a guy I don't mind playing out there. Where the heck do they have? Oh, they moved him to 120 on their big board.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are really low on him. Like Brett Coleman's like, yeah, this guy probably won't play. I'm like, ouch.
Yeah,
Guy
I'm
has
kind of
some
him. I
talent.
don't mind like him not playing early,
Oh
and if
yeah.
he does, I prefer it at guard. But
Yeah,
again, I just think there's some things technique wise with him.
I agree.
Um, so
So with this, I'm going to use the
and you
same
know what?
argument.
I
Yeah.
rather take him than because the common guy that goes to the Ravens more on day 3 is
Mhm.
Rasheed Walker, and I'd rather
Oh,
have Nicholas Petit Frere than Rasheed
hell
Walker.
yes. Hell yes. Oh, God. The argument I just used for Zion McCollum for your pick, I'm going to use the same one for pick 77. When you have absolutely nothing as it is apart from pretty much Pat Pete, I think that that's a perfect location to have somebody with Zion McCollum who has a crazy ceiling. And I just think that, you look at the size, the speed, the pure athleticism, it's worth taking a shot on. So I'm going to go Zion. I love him.
Zion ain't bad.
No, definitely worth it. Dude, did
How's
you hear TFG said that like he thinks that if like he was saying basically retrospectively if um oh crap. I'm thinking because of the Browns guy just brought it up. Who was the wide receiver out of Auburn last year? I'm bugging on his name.
Schwartz?
Schwartz. Anthony Schwartz goes in round 3. He said that
Oh,
Tyquan
with
Thornton to be round
Tyquan
2.
Thornton. Yeah,
I was like,
Thornton's
wow.
not bad though.
No, he's good. He's good. I was just like, damn, that guy is like skin and bones. Like,
Yeah.
he's a
I
thin
mean,
ass
hey,
dude.
dude, Bailey, they got track stars.
They do.
They
They
legit
do.
got track stars.
Texas got speed, man.
Oh, what have the Browns brought in at edge?
Dude, there's some good edges on the board too. Hot damn.
Yeah, I
Wow.
kind of know where I think I'm going. Oh, they got Winovec, but I don't think that's stopping me.
No.
Oh, they also got my boy Curtis Weaver.
Let's go.
Loved
Didn't
him
even stay
back
with
in
the
the day.
Steelers, right?
I think I'm going Josh Pascal,
Okay.
which
Yeah, that
might,
guy is.
yeah, might be a little bit weird.
I like it.
Yeah, but another guy that's going to be an exceptional run stuffer that could actually slip inside
Yeah.
on third downs.
Yeah.
I feel like everything I did was to stop the run for the Browns, man. Did I hear about Miami trade offer for Debo? They ain't trading for Debo.
How the hell do they have the ammunition to trade for
How can they
Debo?
afford a contract? How can they afford 2 wide receivers
That's true.
that they're paying over 20 million for a year? And then, oh, dude, I don't know, man. Oh, frick, I'm on the board. Who did I take
Yeah,
with
I
the
was just like, I
Chargers?
was just chilling here. I was like,
I
all
got the
right.
Texans neck. Okay, so I took Trent McDuffie. Okay, so my first spot I want to look. Yeah, honestly, man. Deesh, Tom, those are options. Um, yeah, those are probably the only options I'm looking at offensive line wise. Let's jump to wide receiver.
Yeah.
And
Ooh,
I guess
there's some
maybe
good options too.
John Mechie, maybe? Like Calvin Austin's too gadgety for me
Really.
at this spot. Yeah.
I love Calvin Austin.
And then I'm
That's
probably thinking Fedarian if I were to go on the interior, but that's high for me.
yeah.
Uh
Dude.
do I get a legit backup for Austin Eckler? Because the rest of the running backs
Brandon
are
Smith.
trash on the roster.
Brandon Smith.
Oh, and linebacker, dude. I'm telling you,
You can't get much
he's
worse.
not going day 3, man. Or he's going day 3.
I don't think so, man. Have you seen his when you factor in his weight properly, like I don't know. I think Brett
I
Coleman said this. Like
the
best in
dude's
the past
the dude's
25 years.
ridiculous.
That's worth it in the third, in my opinion. I mean, this is your pick.
I'd be
Obviously,
willing to take it. You know where he is on my prospect rankings?
where is he?
69.
Oh, he's at 70 for me, dude.
Yeah. Oh,
We're on the
I was
same
doing
page on
it
that
for
one.
the joke though.
I know, but
But
I was like, damn, I was one off.
all right, so I think I'm gonna go with Deesh.
Okay.
Because he's gonna move to the right side and he's either tackle or guard. And you know what? Both their options on that side
Yeah.
ain't so hot. All right, so I grabbed who? Cam Taylor Britt, David Ajabo. So I'm probably just going best available. Um which I guess the first thing that would come to mind is Brandon Smith, but I think I'm gonna roll the dice. I want to get the edge position right.
Ooh,
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna go Sam Williams.
I mean the value is incredible, so I
Yes,
don't
yeah.
blame you.
Let me do
Oh my
this dice pick
God.
or Deesh, however
Yeah.
the hell you say it, and then I'm gonna go Sam Williams
Well, for this Giants pick, I mean, I'm not going to project a Kadarius Toney trade.
trade. Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm going to be definitely looking at edge rushers here because Majai and Cam Thomas are both here and both of them are incredible. So, I mean, really, you pick your poison at this point. I'm going to go Majai. I just think that is, I have him as my number 39 overall player. I really love him. But Cam Thomas, if he gets in shape, could definitely be a huge contributor.
which
I
one
do
did you
love
go?
him. Majai.
Majai. Okay, because you started talking about Cam Thomas, I was like,
I know.
wait,
I had to show him some love too. For the Falcons pick, I'm going to go Brandon Smith. I think that you want to build a team of freaks, you build a team of freaks. You don't plan on winning this year. Next year, when Brandon Smith has a little more polish, that's when he'll make his impact. I'm still on the board too.
yeah, you
What do
are.
you think? I know you don't like the Brandon Smith. Like
Oh, I
you like
like
it.
him.
You just don't think it.
Where is
I
he? Oh,
think so.
there he is. I was like, where is he on this board? All
Dude,
right, you go.
this okay. I'm stuck between Cam Thomas and Zach Tom because you could potentially have your center heir apparent as well as a backup tackle, like could be a swing tackle, or else you can go Cam Thomas here and have somebody who could actually get his ass in shape and be a good guy who can rush inside or out. I'm kind of leaning Cam Thomas, and I think that his drop off after this is ridiculous in the edge rushing group. So I'm gonna go Cam. They were looking at edge rusher in the first round too. So I was like, might as well stick to it.
All right, Pittsburgh Steelers. I have done everything offensively possible
Yes, except
for
Calvin Austin.
the Steelers. Yeah, except. So, all right, let me think.
I'm giving you
Um,
your time to think. Ooh, Marvin Lee all would be fun here.
that was one guy I went to. But I think I'm gonna go with John Mechie, man. Losing
They
Juju.
brought him in on a top 30, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Oh crap! I didn't make your pick for the Eagles.
Did you do it again?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I was like, you bastard. Yeah, Cam Thomas, and then we went John Mechie.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Patriots still don't have a corner. They haven't picked up anybody in free agency, have they?
Malcolm Butler. All right. So listen to me on this one, because I think he's a good scheme fit. I'm gonna go with
Okay.
Jalen Armour Davis.
Ooh, yeah.
It's risky, because the injuries are immense. I was like,
Yeah.
why did this guy play earlier at Alabama? Was Alabama just that talented? No, he was just that hurt.
Oh my God.
Yeah. All right. So this one's got to be offensive line, right?
I mean, it could be DeMarvin Leal, but yeah, I think that would be better.
Yeah. I think I might go Jamari Sawyer.
Ooh,
Yeah. Get him to
I like
play
that.
left guard.
I like that.
I was thinking of Zach Tom here, have him either compete at center or compete at right tackle, but I I I think I'd rather know I'm getting someone quality on the line, and at least with the history when it comes to the Patriots, and obviously that's where Josh McDaniels comes from. They
Mm,
typically get heftier dudes. So
yeah.
where's Jamari Sawyer? Where is he? Oh, they probably list him at tackle.
Do they really list him at tackle?
Yeah. I mean, to be
Ooh,
fair, yeah, that's where he played last season, but
it's true. I just think he should be offensive line. But number
I
87.
think he should just be guard.
Yeah. Well, I think that his best position in the NFL will be guard.
Yeah, Corral is attending the draft. On a side note, it's Corral and Willis. Those are the two guys attending.
It's gonna be so
Which
depressing.
which makes me think, man, maybe Corral goes in the first, dude.
Yeah, but guys go to the draft and don't get picked.
I know they do, but Kenny Pickett specifically did not, chose not to.
I would love that. I'm gonna be honest, I would love that. But especially after doing a 15 on the Wonder, like being the worst quarterback in the class, I don't know about that one. Worst top quarterback. I don't know about the other ones. This pick though for the Cards, I'm gonna go Calvin Austin here. I think that getting a gadget player definitely fits like what Cliff Kingsbury is gonna want, and that speed is
Yeah, get another
undeniable.
gadget player to pair up with your other gadget player. I like it. In Rondale.
Okay, so this pick, I mean, this is a weird one because I don't even know where I would want to go with this pick. I would be very intrigued to go to Marvin Leal here. Have a guy who is just so potentially freaky, but I mean, also you have Wandale here. I don't really know. I'm not that big on the Wandale train. I'm gonna go to Marvin Leal. I think that just the upside is ridiculous. When he like I just graded him as a pure edge rusher. He actually graded him as like a almost blue chip prospect.
That guy's good.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, obviously we were big fanboys of him during the regular season. I just think the value is too damn good. So bringing in him as well as Kenyon Green, Texas A&M boys.
All right. Ooh. And it continues to get tough. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I could keep. I mean, hey, dude, with the Bills, I went in on I went in on a running back.
Yeah.
I might as well keep going in on offensive line, like interior. Like who did I get?
Really.
Who did I settle on? Winfrey or not
Um,
Winfrey?
who'd you? Yeah, who did you?
Oh, Godecki.
Gadecki. Oh wow. Yeah. That.
So maybe I go with I'm going with the Beef Jergens.
Wow. Okay.
Dude, they're honestly
I like him.
the way like he's being talked about right now. It sounds like
He could be a
people are
round
talking about
two.
him going ahead of Linderbaum. That's how wild.
No,
I know, I know,
no.
I know. I'm just saying that's what people are saying.
I'm coughing on the smoke right there, dude.
Yeah, so I went
Disgusting.
Tyler Smith at Tennessee. At this point, I just want best player available. And
Hmm.
you want to hear the unfortunate truth?
What?
It's Carson Strong.
I like it.
I don't mind it. Hey,
Yeah, I like it.
Tannehill's 34, and he kind of played bad last year. All right.
Okay, so I'm on the clock
Yes, you are.
with the Books, the Buccaneers.
The Books.
I the Books. I think, man, if this were the fourth round, I would be heavily targeting Jesse Luketa as a really weird, like Von Miller-esque type of role player. Not gonna do that though. I think that, dude, your best bet might be to put Wandale Robinson as just a weird gadget player. I think it's BPA.
You're
Honestly,
going
give
Wandale?
yeah, I'm gonna go Wandale. We might even put him at running back in subsets.
I don't hate it. I think he goes day two. I mean, the way he produced in the SEC, I mean, it kind of warrants it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I have him as a third round pick. I think. Did I have him as third? I want to see what his actual grade was when I graded him out. He graded out as a 69.25. Nice. Yeah, he was almost a late second. He actually graded higher than George Pickens,
Dang.
but
Alex here said, Tony Pauline said, the floor for Jergens is 51 at the Eagles.
the
I buy
floor.
it. I'm not gonna lie. That's some smoke I'm willing to buy. The dude tested out that
Wow,
well, and he was actually,
he is amazing.
yeah. I think the only real game I saw that I was like, oh wow, this sucks. It was against Perrion Winfrey, who was playing nose tackle, because Oklahoma does that.
Yeah,
Three defensive line front. So
yeah.
you have freaking Perrion Winfrey playing nose.
That was just so weird, dude.
All right, Packers.
Oh shit. I'm still I
That's
was
you.
like I was like waiting on me. I was waiting on you. I was like, all right, dude, like let's go.
What about the Packers?
So this pick is gonna be Greg Dulcich. I think getting a situational pass catcher is gonna
I like it. I
be
like the position
yeah.
switch for Dolphins.
I mean, he has the speed, man. He has
He
he has a
does.
ceiling for that, but no, I like him being potentially the future tight end one of the team. With the Niners, though, I think that, man, safety definitely is a position I would like to target. I can't do it this pick. I might want to go Marcus Jones here. I know slot corner is still, they don't have a slot corner, do they? Because K1 Williams went elsewhere.
Yeah, he went to the Broncos.
He went to the
That's
Broncos. I'm
why
going to
I
go Marcus.
really, yeah, I love Marcus Jones at this spot.
Yeah, that it's too good to pass on
And he
him.
gives you a return man. Not that they need one, but it doesn't hurt. I mean, it allows you to not put guys like Ayuk at returning kicks and getting them hurt.
Yeah. I mean, he literally like gave the middle finger to SMU, where he was the whole reason why we stopped our win streak this year. So love that for
All
him.
right, this isn't going to be the sexiest of picks. It's not. It really isn't. It's
What are you gonna do?
the unfortunate news because running backs have to come off the board eventually, right?
James Cook.
No,
Oh, really? Oh, I'm okay. I was like,
because they did bring in Rojo. Not that they believe in Rojo, but I imagine that's part of
that's
it.
fair. That's fair.
And I mean, let's be honest about Clyde Edwards-Helaire is kind of their guy.
Yeah.
But I want to get someone a little bit beefier. Good vision has shown he's had good long speed, at least straight line. And I'm high on him. I'm gonna go with Pierre Strong.
That was the second guy that popped into my head when
Yeah.
you said no to James Cook.
Yeah, I did think about James Cook, but I was like, no. All right, so I'm sitting here with the Bengals. Jelani's interesting. Byron Cook is interesting because the whole Jesse Bates situation, and then you could always improve over Von Bell, though he's played pretty well. I do think about maybe linebacker here. I don't think they're done at linebacker. Jermaine Pratt's a free agent after this season anyway.
Yeah.
So that is a thought. I mean, low key, dude, receiver's not a bad option here. Depending on how in they are at like maybe Khalil Shakir, because I mean, if you think about it, like Tyler Boyd, I don't know what his contract's like, but who do they have at receiver 4 anyway? And yes, I'm thinking about receiver 4 in the third round.
Well, it's the third round.
Yeah. Yeah, or I could maybe just shoot for someone that could some offensive line depth. That's not bad. So I think I'm actually gonna go with Luke Fortner.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, because I mean Ted Karras is a guy that could play guard, he could play center.
Yeah.
And I mean if things go bad with what's his name? Jackson Carman, then kick Karras out to guard and bring in Luke Fortner.
Yeah.
Dang it. I'm the Broncos, aren't I?
Yep. Yes, you
For
are.
the Broncos. I did Kingsley and Agbar. Hey, I could bring in Kennard and be like, you can be a right tackle, right? But he can't. It would be a disaster.
Well, we both agreed Kennard can only play right tackle.
I mean, I think he could play. I think he's guard. I think he's guard.
He sucked at guard at the Senior Bowl.
He sucked. Okay, to be fair,
he just
only
sucks.
looked good day one in practice. Yeah. He only looked good day one, and then the rest of the week wasn't good. The game wasn't good.
So do we just want to say he sucks?
I don't think he sucks. I just don't think there's high end any there. Which, to be fair, it's third round, but still, yeah. I don't know if it's like in terms of this area. I don't know if he can be a starter.
I gave him a day 3 grade.
Yeah, and if he's going to be a starter, I don't think it's going to be a tackle. I just don't think he's ever going to be a guy that can win in pass protection on the outside consistently. Did Melvin Gordon decide to come back yet? Because it doesn't sound like anybody wants him.
That's a great question. He'll probably be returning.
Yeah, and it'll probably be like on some nice cheap 1-year deal. Look at that, man. Running back value.
What happened to Kyle Fuller?
He's still a free agent.
Dude, that's a good free agent sign for any team needing a corner.
Yeah. And I mean
honestly, hell, I'd be doing that at Seattle.
I wouldn't mind grabbing more depth at corner, but I mean at this point, I don't like Lante Taylor's actually interesting.
I like Josh Williams.
I like Josh Williams, but he's a project through and through. He's a project, and
Depth.
yeah, but maybe getting someone versatile like Alante Taylor, who may be able to play safety as well, isn't a bad
Yeah.
option.
Rip Jamar. Wait, what was his name last year?
Jamar Johnson.
Jamar Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Jamar. I think he's still with the team though, right?
Well,
I
yeah,
imagine.
yeah. He was their like third round pick, man.
Yeah, I mean
I would hope
he's
so.
behind Caden Stearns, which Stearns is just
Well, Stearns was selected actually, I think before him.
yeah,
Didn't they have like three third
he's
round
a
picks?
big play waiting to happen, and I mean for
Yeah.
the offense. Yeah, I'll go with Alante. I like Alante.
I'm sorry, I found that fucking hilarious. He's a big play waiting to happen, and I mean for the offense.
I mean, hey, stone
I'm
hard
sorry.
facts here, man. Oh, people
I
are mentioning
absolutely love
Charlie
that.
Collier. Charlie Collier is interesting.
I
He's a
don't. I
guy
don't.
that I liked a lot, but man, dude, he's tight end too through and through. I don't think
Yeah.
he's ever gonna be like he could be a starting tight end if like
Yeah.
the stars align and he's in the right
Yeah.
situation, but like
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
So for this pick, I'm thinking about going Josh Williams here. I think that the cornerback room is
I mean, this is a good
it's
scheme
great
fit
value for him.
because
It,
like
it
you're gonna take advantage of his
yeah.
press ability.
Yeah, and he's almost 6'3" at 200 pounds. Like the guy has a great frame. He was dynamite at the Senior Bowl.
I know,
So
right?
I love him. But number 98 with the Saints. Man, what do I want to do for you guys? Like, I would be considering Fedarian Mathis here. Like,
What about running back?
that wouldn't be a bad option.
Yeah,
Isaiah
'cause
Spiller would be a fun option here to be your
Alvin,
Latavius Murray.
Alvin, what's his face? Kamara
Yeah, I
has
was like,
his legal troubles.
yes, he does. But I don't know if you exactly answer that with one of these guys. I'm gonna
Yeah, but I mean, at least you get a good compliment to him.
go Jelani Woods here. I don't exactly believe Adam Troutman could be a true tight end one, and I want some competition there.
That's fine.
Pass catchers are not premium, or I guess they are in a premium for them. So I'm gonna go. Wait, how am I supposed to use that term? Like, there's not many pass catchers there in New Orleans. I'm bugging on how I use the word properly.
And he can be a
Nolans.
mismatch like downfield.
Oh yeah, I mean, what he's like
Yeah,
6'7",
yeah.
6'8".
People like wonder why, like, oh, I don't see the explosiveness. It's like, because it comes in the straight line variety. All right, I'm the Browns. I mean, do I even?
You have Fedarian, at least.
Yeah, Federa would be fun
Plus.
to throw there on the interior. I haven't really addressed the interior.
Yeah.
And like legit, he's gonna be a solid NFL player. Yeah, I like that. That's a good suggestion, dude. I appreciate that.
Yes, I saw him and I was like, dude, if there's gonna be a place where he can make a day one impact, it's here or maybe the Ravens. So I was like, dude doesn't need that much disrespect.
Yeah, so now I'm here with the Ravens, and my past pick for the Ravens was Petit Frere. I know I got Jalen, and I know I got Johnson in the first. So,
Yep.
I mean,
Ooh. Can I make a weird suggestion?
yeah, go for it.
Kalen Barnes.
I don't like Kalen Barnes like that.
Really? I have him at 117 on my board. It's not like I have him as great value, but
I think I have him like in the 180s, 170s.
That's fair.
He's
That's where
like
I had
the
a
one
lot.
guy from Baylor where I'm like, he's a track star.
Yeah. That's fair. That's a fair point, man. That's a good point. Oh, dude, what about Zach Tom here though for center?
Man, I just don't know if that's like the scheme.
Yeah. I like him though. I really love Zach Tom, man. I have him I have ranked at like 55.
To be fair, I was reading a PF article that was like talking about how scheme fit is actually when it comes to like the analytics,
it gets
not that
less
important
the
for
closer
the
the ball.
offensive line. Yeah, like the
Yeah.
when it comes to offensive line, it doesn't matter
Austin
too
Gale.
much, which is kind of wild.
Yeah.
You would think that's where it would matter the most, but
I know, right? But it's like I listened to Austin Gale talk about it. He's like, the farther away from the ball you are, the more scheme dependent you need to be.
Yeah, which I mean that's such an interesting thing. I just found that very interesting because that's just not how I viewed it in the past. And now going forward, it's something to take into consideration. I guess I could go interior. No, do I want to go? I like Thomas Booker, but do I like Thomas Booker? Which is a fair
I
question.
rewatched Thomas Booker today. I actually didn't vibe with him that much. I know he was improperly utilized. I'll put it
Yeah,
that
I
way.
mean,
But
I get his weaknesses, but I think
yeah.
in this interior class, especially
Mhm.
when you get to day three, like day three, there's a ton of nose tackles that are just gonna be like two down guys. That's it,
Yep.
and it's
Marquand
like
McCall, Neil Farrell. Yeah,
yeah, and it's just not that impressive. Like legit,
that's fair.
I get it where people are like, it's not like day three for like the interior position. It's just not that impressive on the defensive side. Like there's a few
Yeah.
guys like I got so excited about Curtis Brooks, and then I found out he's gonna be like 25 at the beginning of the year, and I was like, mother trucker.
Oh, damn.
Uh,
I have him at one. Or wait, Curtis Brook. Oh,
yeah, the
yeah.
Cincinnati guy. I really liked him going back, and I was like, okay, it makes sense that he played that well when you're that age.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Like James Cook's or James Cook. It's kind of a thought maybe. Darian Beavers, honestly, not that bad of a thought here. I'm gonna go with Beavers, man.
That's not a bad selection, actually. I don't
Yeah,
mind that. Like, definitely offers a pass rushing upside as well. I do like
yeah.
that.
Being a former pass rusher when he was at UConn.
Yeah. I vibe with that. You know what I'm gonna do with this pick?
Burn it.
I'm gonna go Zach Tom to go and be that future at center, man. I
That's
do
pretty
like it.
solid.
Yeah, it's pretty solid value. I think he can also fill in at tackle. Like he's going to be a depth piece this year, which I think he needs to be. He's 23 years old on the dot. I think he just turned 23. I think he could definitely bring some oomph to the table. So, oh, I'm sorry about taking him one pick before you probably would.
Yeah, because I was like looking, I was
Sorry.
like, there are no centers here.
I know. Well,
I mean, Donovan
technically,
West is probably the next guy, and he's actually a pretty good scheme fit, and he can play guard too. That's the cool thing about him at Arizona State. Does he play guard in the NFL? I'm not completely sold. Linebacker, I'm not. I mean, do I redshirt Damone Clark? uh, I mean, we can look at the running backs, but like, let's be honest. You know
I kind of
me.
want
I'm
to,
picking for the
yeah.
Dolphins. I ain't doing that bull crap. Um, I think the interesting thing here would be maybe if you take a guy like Chig a Okonkwo to be like the
Ooh,
Kyle Juice check in this offense.
that
Cause
is intriguing.
yeah, because I mean that's probably
Mm,
like scheme wise. I think he has to go to like someone
yeah.
from the Kyle Shanahan tree.
What do you think about David Bell?
He should move to running back.
Well, I mean, I'm saying like this is probably the one scheme he could be used as a wide receiver.
Yes,
It,
and
what was Debo's 40?
it was like 4.58.
It was 4.48.
Four four
Wow.
eight. Oh wow, I was off
I
by
did not
point
expect
one.
that. Okay, never
Oh,
mind.
what was
Because I was thinking like,
AJ Brown's? Turn that up too, because I know that's one I've looked at recently, along with him and Debo. So
yeah. 4.49.
I
Okay,
said,
never mind.
maybe I don't know why I'm looking at fives.
Wow. I
They brought in
yeah.
Alec Ingold, who's not half bad.
I like Alec Ingold.
Yeah. So is that so maybe I just go with the safe option. Yeah, I'm just gonna go
This
with
is a weird spot.
Donovan West.
Yeah, this is a weird spot. I'll
Yeah.
say. I like Alec Lindstrom a little bit more, but that's 3 spots more, so it literally doesn't matter.
Yeah. All
Sounds
right.
so defeated.
Mother trucker, I'm the Chiefs. I took Perry on Winfrey. What more do I want for the Chiefs? What more do I want? I'll tell you what I want. I want defense. What am I staring down the barrel at when it comes to defense here?
There's like nothing on the board, dude.
It feels that way. It really does.
Ooh, actually, okay, I really like this guy. Zachary Carter as an edge rusher.
Mm. He is interesting. I see more. To be fair, there's a lot of these guys I'm looking at. It's like you're day 3. You're day
Oh
3.
yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, are we not like 2 picks away from
Yeah,
day 3?
and honestly, that's kind of this draft class, though.
Yeah.
Like you should like you're looking at these guys like, oh, they're day 3. It's like, yeah, because this draft isn't all that in a bag of chips. Uh, son of a gun, dude. Yeah, this is not. I don't. This is not a good spot. I feel like I'm in. I think. I did I go interior with, or you talked me out of interior for them because you're a terrible person, and that's what I like about you.
Thank you.
Arnold Ebiketie. I went with Kyler Gordon, and I think I
Oh
went
yeah, yeah.
with Perry on Winfrey. So no. Did I go?
No, you went with Kyler Gordon.
Yeah,
Kyler
why did I
Gordon,
say? Oh, Perry on. It
Ebiketie,
was Pierre Strong.
and
That's why
Pierre
I was
Strong.
about to say Perry on Winfrey. All right, so I'm actually gonna go with Matthew Butler. I'm gonna get that penetrator I always wanted.
Yes,
What you laughing about?
Matthew Butler.
You immature as hell, dude.
What do you think I'm laughing about?
I
You're the
know
one who
what you're
seems to
laughing
be
about.
thinking it's weird that to laugh. I'm just trying to exercise my liver, my guy. Regardless, pick 104. Board the Rams. This, I think center's still on the board, man. I do think Alec Lindstrom's an option.
Dude, Alec
But
Lindstrom's going day 3. If that, dude. He's
this is pretty much day 3.
I mean mid to
He's
late
not,
day 3, dude. I don't
I mean, he's not that bad.
I really think his play strength is gonna be a big problem in the NFL.
I can see that. I'm trying to think what the Rams are like really looking for. Linebacker is pretty vacant for them. I like to go linebacker usually. But they can't redshirt a year with Damone Clark. That's the problem. I'm thinking about Terrell Bernard here.
Dude's a football player. Like he
Yeah.
didn't crack my top 15 linebackers just because the size is it's worrisome with
Yeah.
him. But the dude's a hell of football. Like literally, I was stuck between F15. Is it gonna be him or is it gonna be Malcolm Rodriguez? And I ended up going with the Rodriguez. Both are
Yeah.
fun football.
I get
players.
that. I'm
Yeah.
also thinking about Jack Sanborn. I think Jack Sanborn's going to be the best day one impact for the roster, though. And you're trying to win a Super Bowl now. You're going to go Jack Sanborn. He's one hell of a football player. And to end this off, edge rusher might be the position I target here. Ugh,
How about James Cook?
Would be a bad. Honestly, it's BPA.
Because I
Dude.
just remember earlier saying, yeah, he's like a 3rd rounder, and he's literally about to fall out of
Dude,
the 3rd.
yeah, no, I think that it's just BPA at this point. You got to go James Cook. Try to find a way to maximize utility, your value in this pick. Go James Cook. That's the way I ended off.
All right, so you said Jack Sanborn, because
Yes.
I don't know why I stopped.
Yeah, I was
doing
like,
this,
yep.
and then yeah, nah, James Cook, yeah, like honestly, he would be a much improved Jeff Wilson. Is that the guy they have back there? That's kind of their pass catcher at running back.
Now I'm tripping. I think so. Yes. I think so. James Cook's just going to be, I mean, 49ers will be drafting running backs every year.
Yeah.
In like the 3rd round.
Yeah.
It's just what they do.
All right, man. How do you feel about this?
Honestly, it was really fun. Like, legitimately had a pretty damn good time. I'm not like tweaking about many picks. It's like, yeah, you had some guys who came up really high. Like for me, I don't think Kellen Deesh with being barely 300 pounds
Yeah,
is
I
going
can
to
see
go.
him slipping out. But
I don't know if I don't think he gets drafted until like round 7. Like it's just one of my weird feelings.
I think floor is 5th for him.
I'll put it this way. I was really high on who's the Florida kid last year. That went to.
Oh, you're talking about Stone Forsythe.
Stone Forsythe. Like Stone Forsythe, if he's gonna fall to the 7th, there's a chance Kellen Deesh does.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because
but that was a good draft.
That's true. That is true. That's a good factor. That's what I'm saying. Like I think like maybe fifth, sixth
Yeah,
round is
I'm not
probably
gonna
where I
lie. I think my favorite pick in this, just because I hate the Bills, was probably Bryce Hall going in the first. And honestly,
Everest.
I don't think it's that far. Like,
I don't think it's out of. I think that's a pretty high probability of happening, and people just don't want to accept that.
yeah,
But I mean, again, obviously, in our world, you would go after Andrew Booth Jr.
yes, 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 yes,
because
yes,
just it's too good
yes.
of a scheme fit at that point.
Golly, where I want to know where was the part where this draft started getting hard? I think it was around.
Pick four.
Yeah, no. I think it was like around the Bills' second pick, Godecki. And
Yeah,
then
that's
I
where
mean
like
you
really
you kind of went
all.
on a run with Muma, Strange, Parham, but I think
Yes.
like yeah, once we started getting into the third, dude, things started like it got tough. Cause it's
Yeah, it
like,
did.
oh man, there's value. I don't want to pass on value, but
Yeah.
also
Well,
like there's
like
this
in the
guy who's not too far. He's not like a
yeah,
reach that kind of fills a position of need. Like
yeah.
it's a funky formula. That's what it is. That's why
It
you should just go BPA.
exactly.
Anyway, that's it for us, guys. Tomorrow we're doing the 7 round Walk the Mock, so that means y'all can take part if you are
Whoop,
a
whoop.
member at Walk the Mock. If you don't know, check out Walk the Mock. I think it's in the description.
I think it's in the
It's in the
description.
description of one of my other live streams. But go to
There
Walk
you
the
go.
Mock, use promo code Mock the Mock, all caps, no spaces, and it gets you some money off if you want to pay for it for tomorrow, because we're not going to be using it until next draft.
Whoop, whoop. I mean, you
But
never know if people are that excited about the 2023
yeah, I
or if
guess
they
that's
have
fair.
it up. I mean, that's another factor.
Hey, here's my question. When do you want to do the let's just talk about this while we're still live.
Sure.
The
Screw it.
2023 mock.
The day of the first round. No, I'm just
Dude,
kidding.
there's
Uh, that'd be so funny. No, I would say probably. Would you like to do it the day at like maybe Sunday? Because then the draft's over. We've already given our picks, and like the day three guys aren't really going to alter that much.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like those guys are more depth
And honestly,
players.
I'm probably that Saturday after the day 3 wraps up, I'm gonna probably try to like that night. I'll be trying to pound out a lot of content, if you know what I mean.
I never knew you called your wife a lot of content.
I would never. I would never. She's master.
Exactly. Don't objectify.
Heyo! Oh, that's my princess. That's my queen. Anyway, thanks for hanging out
Definitely.
with us. I'll see you all tomorrow. We'll have more content on the way. Check out Alex's channel. He's not half bad. He's a good time. But until next time,
I try.
you be easy, my friends. Later. Oh.
Oh my god.